For the first time since July of 2019, the Newport Gulls welcome the Danbury Westerners to Cardines Field. Hi, everybody. Zach Letson getting you set for the second straight Newport home game in as many days. The Gulls came out on top against the Bristol Blues here last night by a score of 7-5. That moved Newport to 6-1 for the first time since 2012 when they were NECBL champions. Now the matchup tonight against Danbury here tonight at 6:35. But before that, the Gulls pregame show starts right now.
Doctors at University Orthopedics have been caring for the people of Rhode Island and southeastern Massachusetts for more than 40 years. With the Warren Alpert Medical School of Brown University, we train the next generation of orthopedic surgeons. We've built state-of-the-art facilities from Westerly to Mansfield. At our East Bay Surgery Center, we've performed thousands of surgeries, including same-day total joint replacements. We've grown through the years, but our goal has always been to get you and your next generation back to doing what you love to do. The best orthopedic care anywhere is right here.
And welcome back to the NECBL Broadcast Network pregame show. I'm John Perrick, and I'm joined alongside today with CJ Pitaro. Last night, 3 for 4, 3 singles, and you had the big insurance run RBI single in the 8th inning to kind of put the game out of reach. Could you just talk a little bit about your performance last night and how good it felt leading the Gulls to another victory?
Yeah, we had a great game last night. We all kind of had a similar approach. Swing early, swing often, be aggressive, try and eliminate 2 strike counts, and if you had a 2 strike count, just kind of protect. So we all went up there with a similar plan, and we had a good offensive game, so it was a good game.
Well, since you came to Newport right now, you're third in batting average. Can you just talk a little bit about the season so far? Because for the team, it's off to a great start, and for you, it's off to an even better start.
Yeah, we've had a great start. It's a long season, so it's kind of just putting our heads down and just continue to keep on going. Like I said, it's all an approach and just being confident, being aggressive, and putting barrels to the baseball. So, yeah.
And CJ, the Vanderbilt Commodores right now heading to Omaha. All your boys back in Vanderbilt must be excited. How does that one feel?
Yeah, it feels good. They're having a great year. They're going to have a good postseason, and they're going to try and make a run at the thing. So, great, well-coached team, and they're going to have some fun up there. So, wish them the best.
Well, hopefully you get 2 rings this summer. And the pregame show continues next right here on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
It's Gulls Insider. I'm Zach Letson, joined alongside Trackman and Synergy Coordinator for the Newport Gulls, Colby Mason. Colby, how have you enjoyed the season so far here in Newport?
I mean, it's been great. Newport's a great place to be. Happy I can just help out this organization.
Well, you were here last year in what was the Newport Collegiate Baseball League. Now you're here again. How did you find out about working here at Cardines Field?
Well, I originally found out that through the newsletter they have, and GM Chuck Pava was my high school coach, and Vice President Chris Patsos was my summer ball coach. So they knew my commitment to it, knew what I was going to bring, and it's all good from there.
Well, obviously there's a few differences when you look at this year. Fans back into the stands, Newport Gulls baseball back as opposed to the NCBL that we had last year. What have been some of the differences that you've noticed, at least when it comes to your job, or just kind of, I guess, the environment here at Cardines Field for what you do?
I mean, the environment's been great. Last Friday when we had a packed house, it was excitement. You could feel all the fun. It was just a great time.
Well, Kobe, thanks for the time. Pre-game show continues right here on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
You choose your own course, set your own pace. We get that. And our community succeeds when we work together. At People's Credit Union, we've been about people helping people since we first opened our doors in 1922. That's what credit unions do. We serve our members and our communities. And that drives our every action, every single day. That means building strong ties and doing what's right for our community. Because at People's, you're more than just a member. You belong here and always will.
It's the Broadcasters Roundtable. Zach Letson joined alongside Danbury Westerners broadcaster Christian Gardecki and the Gulls field reporter John Perrick. Christian, I'll start with you. Tough loss for Danbury a night ago against the Martha's Vineyard Sharks when Danbury struck out 21 times. Now you're at Newport for the first time since July of 2019 and facing the hottest offense batting average-wise in the NECBL, the Newport Gulls, who are 6-1. What's kind of the key, I guess? It's a simple question maybe to ask, but the key to turn things around here tonight for you guys.
Well, firstly, the pitching needs to be started off better. Danbury had a rough first couple innings the last couple games, especially last night with Tate Keener. Tonight they have Christian Algrady, a former Newport leaguer, who's playing tonight for the Westerners. And then other hitting-wise, they just need to get ahead of the counts. I was talking with hitting coach Bobby Rodriguez. The Westerners just need to get ahead of the counts if they want to be successful.
And meanwhile, on the other side, for Newport, John, this is a team that is playing outstanding baseball, 6-1 for the first time in 9 years in 2012 when they were NECBL champions. How do the Gulls continue that? It's a tight stretch here, but how do they kind of stay on the roll that they've been on?
Well, in a word, I'm going to quote Ted Regan, the Newport Gulls hitting coach. I was just talking to him, and he said resilience. If the Newport Gulls are going to keep on winning, if they're going to keep on extending their win streak, they got to be resilient at the plate and in the field. And last night, Newport showed up to the ballpark with their B game, and they still came away victorious. Why? Because of resilience.
Gulls and Westerners coming up for the first time in 2021 in just moments at 6:35 p.m. But for now, the Gulls pregame show continues right here on the NECBL Broadcast Network. It's the Coach's Report. Zach Letson joined alongside Gulls skipper Kevin Winterode here before Newport plays the Danbury Westerners. And, Coach, you guys are hitting .278, far and away the best batting average in the NECBL. How do you think you guys have been able to transition so quickly and so well here in summer ball?
Well, I think we got some older players, and we have some really good players. So I think that's usually the formula that leads to that. You know, if you have good players, they tend to play well, and our kids have played well so far.
Well, the Gulls are 6-1 for the first time since 2012, 9 years ago when they were NECBL champions. A lot that's worked well for this team this year. What's impressed you the most?
I just think the chemistry. We have good kids. They get along. They like playing baseball, and I just think it's a good environment. And, again, we've got some really good kids.
Well, of course, it's a tight schedule this summer and in 2 months here for the Gulls. Just finished a 5-game stretch in 5 days, then now a 4-game stretch in 4 games that you're in. How do you sustain this level of play that you've had? Because it's been fantastic. How do you keep that going?
I think you do it. We have depth. That helps tremendously. And we get kids days off so that when we go play, we're fresh. Not everybody's that fortunate. It's not as big a deal right now, but it will be in July.
Well, Coach, thanks so much for the time. Pre-game show continues right here on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
Swing and a miss. The Newport Gulls are the 2014 NECBL champions. The Gulls, for the 6th time in franchise history, will hoist the Fay Vincent Cup.
This is Newport Gulls baseball on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
The 2-2 pitch. Swinging and a miss. He struck him out. 19 strikeouts for Chase Reed.
Newport Gulls baseball is brought to you by Sullivan Tire, South Coast Health, by Newport Glass, better call Newport Glass, and by Serve Pro.
Gulls win on a 3-run walk-off home run in the bottom of the 10th by Kyle Hanker. You can't forget about it. Home run game tied.
By 3N2, the official footwear of the Newport Gulls. And Raytheon, proud supporters of Military Appreciation Night, the People's Credit Union, proud sponsor of the Fanatic About Reading Night, and by Tiverton Little League, by Taylor Rental, the Rhode Island Department of Transportation, by the 2020 U.S. Senior Open at Newport Country Club, and by Shane Ramos and the Gatsby Yacht Club.
Strike 3. And Brett Gray strikes out the side.
By Diamond, the official baseball of the NECBL. Diamond, simply the best. By the Brick Alley Pub and Restaurant in Newport. By the town of Middletown. And by Salve Regina University.
Take one pitch, 1 out, 1 inning at a time.
By Clements Marketplace. Fire Dermatology, Newport Financial, and by Sakuchi Honda.
It's going on hitting into center field deep. Going back to Shane O'Jr. Going back on the ball. He leaps. And he makes the catch. Here's a throw back to first. It's a long throw. It will be in time. He's out at double play. Can you believe it? This one's over. Kyle Wilcox strikes out the side here in the ninth. Bringing a line drive right at Jeff Miller. He steps to the back for the double play. Or it's It's a triple play, an unassisted triple play. Can you believe it?
By Newport Daily News, Atria Senior Living, Newport County YMCA, and Paran Building and Construction.
Ground ball, Weasley hit to right side. Fielded by Donovan. Throws to second. Out there. Relay to first. Double play, and the inning is over. The Newport Gulls set the new NECBL record for wins in a season with 32. Swinging and driving in right field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Running third is Butler. He will be waved home. The relay to the plate is net in time. Newport Gulls win 1-0.
Is coming home. He scores, and the Gulls win.
By Newport Craft Brewing and by the Atlantis Wealth Management Group of Wells Fargo Advisors.
Let's go, Gulls! Let's go! Let's go, Gulls! Let's go!
And the Newport Gulls have pitched a no-hitter.
Shows you how good of a team we are. That's why we're in first place. Yep, let's keep going.
He goes to third. It's going to be a double play.
This one is back at the wall, and it is gone.
By Viking Tours, the official travel company of the Newport Gulls. By Dr. Nathan Tillman, Newport Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, the official Newport Gulls team dentist. By First Command Financial Planning and the Newport County Prevention Coalition.
Number 300 for skipper Mike Coons.
Lined into left field. That will get over Harvard's head and bounce all the way to the wall. Geffing scores from third, and Newport walks off.
Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. The Newport Gulls are the 2009 NECBL champions. The Gulls mob Jeff Brown behind the mound as the Gulls become the first team in league history to win 4 Fay Vincent Cups.
Once again, here is Zach Letson and the Newport Gulls broadcast team.
For a second straight night, Newport Gulls baseball at Cardines Field as we welcome you here to historic Cardines Field. Zach Letson joined along the broadcaster for the Danbury Westerners, Christian Gardecki, as well as the Newport Gulls field reporter, John Perrick. It's a big night tonight between two teams, two rivals that are facing off for the very first time this season.
Yeah, these two teams have always had a historic rivalry past 10, 15 years in the NECBL. Of course, back in 2012, the Gulls beat the Westerners for the NECBL championship at Rogers Park, and it's always had a bad taste in the stomach of many Westerner fans since then.
And John, this is a Newport team that's off to a historic start this season. 6-1 for the first time in 9 years when they were crowned NECBL champions in 2012, and a fantastic lineup, a lot to be excited about early on.
Oh, yeah, there's a ton to be excited about with this Newport Gulls team. And last night, they didn't give it, even though they came out with a win last night, we didn't see their best effort. Tonight, I think we should expect their A game tonight and hopefully another Newport Gulls win, especially with Tulio on the mound.
Well, let's take you through the last game for each one of these two teams. Newport, they played just a night ago against the Bristol Blues right here at Cardines Field on a game that was rescheduled and came out victors by a score of 7-5. Danbury on the other side, they fell to the Martha's Vineyard Sharks a night ago in what was a bizarre game. As mentioned, Christian, 21 strikeouts for Danbury. Why don't you walk us through the lineup that we're going to be seeing tonight for the Westerners?
Yeah, so the Westerners are going to try to get a little different lineup tonight. Zach Sellinger's going to lead off and play designated hitter. Then it's going to be John Anderson at second, returning for a second straight night. Then it's Nick LaRusso for the Westerners at third. Cam Masterman's going to be at first, the Louisville Cardinal, and his Louisville teammate Jack Payton will be catching tonight for Danbury. Connor Harding's in center. Matt Safino is batting seventh and playing left. Then it's Dylan LaFrary in right, and Banks Griffith at short, and the Ryan Bulldog former Newport leaguer, Christian Allegretti, going to get to start the second-year Danbury Westerner.
First matchup between these two teams. Before we go any further, as we mentioned, a special night here at Cardines Field as we are joined here at the historic ballpark by the Governor, Dan McKee. Let's go down to the field with the Director of Operations for the Newport Gulls, Mike Falcone, who is joined by Dan McKee on the field.
Welcome to all our Gulls and our team that is visiting us here. What was it? Danbury, great from Connecticut. Right? That's beautiful. So thank you so much for being here today. You've got the coalition, the prevention coalition right here in Newport, and also our team from Rogers, the baseball team, division champions. And I was just letting them know that it's been a long time since I've been on a field or in the batter's box, but I did play, when I played high school ball years ago, a lot of years ago, we did win the state championship. So baseball is a great game and one that we really want to support here in Rhode Island. Thank you so much for having me here tonight to throw the first pitch. Probably not from 60 feet though, but thank you all for having me here. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Governor. Hey, before we throw this first pitch, everybody give a warm happy birthday to the governor here. Spending his birthday at Carnegie Field. Join along and sing happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Governor. Happy birthday to you. Here tonight, but first I'd like to recognize some of the other member organizations that are here with us. Kodak Newport, including the program director, Jen Adams, and the special projects coordinator, Mary Musial. The Newport Partnership for Families here with us tonight. Members of the Newport City Council, and also members of the Heron Project are here with us tonight to celebrate this special night at Guardians Field. Give them a round of applause. Here with us from the Newport County Convention Coalition is the Partnership for Success Coordinator, Scott McGuffey. Lastly with us, the President and CEO of Newport Mental Health, a therapy and psychiatric nonprofit whose goal is to improve the lives of children, adults, and families living and working in Newport County by providing the highest quality, recovery-oriented, evidence-based, and integrated mental health and substance abuse care. Some heat on that. Now, fans, please rise and move your caps as the nation's colors are presented to us tonight by the Cranston Police Department. Congratulations again, Rogers High School Baseball. Thank you to the Newport County Prevention Coalition and its partners. And thank you again, Governor Daniel McKee. Now let's play some baseball.
Let's play some baseball indeed. 3 minutes away from first pitch for the first time this season between the Danbury Westerners and the Newport Gulls here at historic Cardines Field. Getting closer and closer to game time, and we talked about it a little before. Tough go for Danbury, but this is a talented team that's won 3 games already this year. What do you think's the key to kind of bouncing back here and kind of getting back on track? Because I'll tell you one thing, being around this Newport team for a while, maybe the hottest team in the league right now.
Yeah, them and Martha's Vineyard have been the 2 best teams by far this season. As for the Danbury Western, I was talking with hitting coach Bobby Rodriguez, and they just need to work on different things. They need to get ahead in the count. They need to stay ahead. They need to attack and be aggressive. And Ian Ratchford tells me that the Westerners really need to they feel good. They are very into it tonight, and I think they're going to have a good ball game, especially after last night's tough one.
Well, we took you through the lineup for the Westerners. Let's take you through Newport's lineup here tonight. Sam Cochran will lead things off for the Gulls for the 7th straight game. Hitting second and playing second, it's Dawson Brigman for Newport. Justin Guerrera, who has been sensational for Newport in his time here so far, he DHs and hits third. Cal Perillo will clean up for Newport after coming in as a pinch hitter a night ago and playing first base. Spencer Smith will play shortstop, the Northeastern Husky, a part of the Newport Collegiate Baseball League a year ago. Peter Ceruto, the goal in 2019, the goal in 2021, catches for a second straight night behind the plate and hits 6th. CJ Pizarro hits 7th for Newport after an outstanding night a night ago, 3 for 4, including a major RBI single in the 8th inning to polish off Newport's 4th straight victory. Jordan Rogers, the new goal who made his debut a night ago, hits 8th and plays the 8th, plays center field for the Gulls. Connor Kiley is back in the lineup and rounds out the order for Newport. And on the bump for Newport, it's Kellen Tullio. And John, you're able to talk to these coaches who are excited about what to expect for Tullio, who, although making his first start on the mound tonight, we've seen him this season.
Tullio is supposed to be really one of Newport's top pitchers this season, and I think that there's a lot of excitement just in the coaching staff entering this start for Tullio. But I talked to Winterode, and he really echoed that Newport had their B game last night, and he really wants to see Newport make less mental errors and commit to every play, both at the plate and in the field. And if they do that, Tullio and other Newport players said the Gulls should come out on top.
Well, Newport has taken the field here for the first time tonight, so let's give you the defensive alignment for the Gulls this evening. Left to right across the outfield, it's Connor Kiley in left, Jordan Rogers in center, and Sam Cochran, the Week 2 honor roll recipient, playing right field and leading off for the Gulls. Left to right across the infield, CJ Pizarro at the hot corner playing third, Spencer Smith at shortstop, Dawson Brigman at second base, and Cal Perillo at first base. Peter Ceruto, the battery mate to the pitcher, Kellen Tullio. It's a big one this evening between these two teams. Newport is 6-1 for the first time in 9 years, and a rivalry renewed here a little bit, something we haven't. This is one of just 2 teams Newport hasn't seen yet this season between them and the Sharks. A lot of excitement tonight.
Yeah, Danbury also hasn't seen Mystic this year, so hopefully everything will come out for Danbury. They love playing against Newport. They love beating Newport. They're going to hope they can do that tonight. But for the Westerners, they have 2 Louisville Cardinals on the roster, and this is the 3rd game in the last week where they have Cardinal versus Cardinals as a starting pitcher. We saw some in Martha's Vineyard for the Sharks, and Danbury has Peyton and Masterman here against Tullio.
Louisville Cardinal on the mound, one of 2 Louisville Cardinals on this Gulls team, and you mentioned it, another Louisville Cardinal in the lineup. Another 2 for the Danbury Westerners as we're just set.
Keener pitched last night for Danbury too. So that's 3, and then there was one Martha's Vineyard pitcher from Louisville, who, Justin Galvin, who really, he's a great pitcher for Martha's Vineyard. Throws 98 miles per hour.
Getting set for baseball here at Cardines Field. A couple minutes after 6:35, 6:37, 74 degrees and partly cloudy in Newport. A beautiful night for baseball the opposite of what we'd seen a couple of nights ago. Of course, Newport's game rained out on Monday against Bristol, rescheduled for last night. Newport's home opener against the Martha's Vineyard Sharks also canceled.
So Zach Sellender's the lead off here for the Westerners, and he has struggled early on, but has some big hits for Danbury.
Just set for baseball, and we are honored here in the booth to be joined by the governor of the state of Rhode Island, Dan McKee, here in the booth.
Well, hello there. How
Dan,
you doing?
Zach Letson, nice to
Hi,
meet you.
Zach. Good to see you, Zach.
Goals broadcaster.
Christian from Danbury, nice to meet you.
Oh, Danbury, beautiful. Yeah, Danbury, Connecticut, beautiful place.
Yeah.
But our Gulls are doing pretty good this year. I'm
Aren't
hearing
they?
we're 6-1.
6-1 for the first time since 2012.
Well,
when they were NECBL champions.
Well, I think it's a it's a year that I'm in my 110th day as governor, so that's a good thing. The Gulls are going to have a good year, I think, this year.
Well, I'd have to think this has got to be certainly one of the more exciting days you've had. You're back out at the ballpark. How does it feel just to be out here back for baseball with a packed crowd?
Yeah, I really like baseball. I mean, I played a lot of ball when I was young and played right through high school. We won the state championship one of the years I was playing ball at Cumberland High School. So baseball is just a great game, and it's a summer sport, and it's it's one that people come out and they love and enjoy at all ages. And come down to Newport. We love it. If you're listening out there, come visit us down here in Newport. Come to Rhode Island. There's so much activity going on, but taking a ball game, taking the Gulls game.
It's a beautiful ballpark here, definitely. One of my favorites in the entire league.
And it has history too, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
lots
it has
of history.
A long history. One of the early ball fields in the country, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, George Donnelly Sunset League, the Newport Gulls that have been here since 2000. One of the most historic fields that you get, and I'm sure someone that loves baseball, you've been to your fair share of parks. This one has to stick out to you, doesn't it?
It is. It's a great place to come and see a game, and having what I like about this too is you bring in players from all over the country, right, to play here right in Rhode Island.
That's the exciting thing. As Anderson flies out for the first out of the game, it's exciting. It's unique. You got players from the Northeast. You got players from California, really from all over to play in this really unique ballpark and what's a very unique league in the NECBL.
It is, and we love having them come to Rhode Island. We hope that the families come and join them as well, because Rhode Island is, we want them to discover this beautiful state we have right here in Rhode Island. Now, are you coming out of college, or what are you doing?
I am a college student here for the Gulls. I've worked for this team for a couple of years. It's been awesome. This team is family to me, and getting to be a broadcaster and is an honor, and it's an honor to be talking to you here in the booth.
Yeah, well, John Perrick over here is. I got a
He's
little.
the man.
I got a little note from his mom saying that he's in the booth here. So I said, well, I want to come up here. I didn't know I would be talking to people out there, but
absolutely,
it's a wonderful evening here. What a beautiful night here, right, to play some ball.
Batter is Nick LaRusso for
Scenic New England communities, and that's what the whole league is about as a whole.
Yeah, you picked a pretty good night to come out here. We had some rain earlier in the week. On Monday, we didn't have a baseball game. This is probably, I would say, the most beautiful night we've had this year so far. 74 degrees. It's perfect baseball weather and perfect night, a special night here.
It reminds you when you were young enough to play the game, but you still, it doesn't matter what age you are, you still can enjoy the game,
Absolutely.
Yes. So is this pitcher here, has he pitched a few times this year already?
He has. Kellen Tulio, the pitcher for the Gulls on the mound. He's making his first start with Newport this year, but he has pitched twice out of the bullpen, and someone that Kevin Winterode, as John Perrick mentioned, very excited about this season. As he pitches one just outside, and the count is full to LaRusso.
Yeah, he has a win already this year. Got the win on June 11th against the Mystic Schooners. 4 innings pitched, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts out of the bullpen for Kevin Winterode.
That's kind of what jump-started what's been a sensational start to the season for the Gulls, as Tulio will check over on first. This Gulls team, they start 2-1 and have since been on an absolute roll. It started with that Mystic game that Tulio earned the win. They win that game, and Newport has won 4 straight since, 6-1 for the first time since 2012.
Wow. Yeah, well, that's good to hear. And we got a lefty on the mound.
Runner taken off.
Yeah, the runner took off.
High flyer deep in right field. Cochran underneath it, and he makes the catch.
Yeah.
2 away.
Fighting the sun there a little bit.
Sun is out in full force, and course, it can get a little bit interesting there in the right field corner. You got the warehouse, and we're a little block from where we're seated right now, but it's definitely just a different environment to be around, I'm sure, for someone that loves baseball as much as you do, to be in just a very historic place. And we've talked about it. I've never seen a place with 2 dugouts, both on the first base side. I would imagine the same goes for you.
Yes, absolutely. It's a unique field, but it's a treasure for for us here in Rhode Island. I've heard that it's got a history of some people who came here and played a little bit too. Yeah. They hit the ball a little bit. I hear, of course, you don't know what's folklore and what's true, but I heard Ted Williams spent some time here as well. Babe Ruth as well.
That is how the rumors go.
Yes, we don't know if it's true, but we think it is. we repeat it enough, and I guess it becomes true.
It's the whole legend of the thing. That's just how it goes. And you know what? It's a story that I feel like it's hard to disagree with how historic this ballpark is. It's something that has seen pretty much everything between major leaguers, summer collegiate leagues, everything in between.
And goals on the field, which we see right now.
Got goals playing in the fields and goals sitting on the fields, at least in the outfield.
Yeah.
There is a reason why this team is called what it's called. Batter Cameron Masterman for Danbury. Looks at a pitch inside. It's 3-1.
Yep, going against his teammate Tulio. Third straight game rather for Cam, going against one of his Louisville teammates. Came in late last night, struck out last night for the Westerners. 1 of 21.
Louisville Cardinal against the Louisville Cardinal. Masterman flies it foul. Well, Governor, it's got to be a refreshing sight to see the stands packed with people after the kind of year that we've just had.
It's been such a challenging year around the country here in Rhode Island. People are very upbeat right now, and they should be. And we stayed healthy, and we were able to get the vaccines, the shots in the arm in Rhode Island at a real rapid rate after I got into office. And so now people are very optimistic. And now we just got to keep that going, right? We just got to keep that going.
Keep the positivity going on the field, in the ballpark, and across the country. Absolutely.
We got to count our blessings every day. And so many people have, have had a tough year. But we really thank those first responders and the people who really were at the front and center of the early part of the pandemic, and also all the way through the vaccination. We had a tremendous amount of people get involved, volunteers, all around the state. We got 39 cities and towns, and they all participated in helping get the vaccine into people's arms, which worked. So, and we're still trying to get people to continue to think about doing that. Look at this. This is a great setup you got up here, huh?
It absolutely is.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
Now, is this like a career path for you guys? You think you're going to be the next announcers at the Yankees or the Red Sox? What are we talking about? The Yankees or Red Sox? Yeah.
It's certainly the dream. If I had to choose, probably the Boston Red Sox. But any opportunity is a great one. That's kind of how I look at it, for something that, it's an industry that's tough to get into, but one that, that's the dream that I'm chasing after. No doubt about it. I'm sure the same thing goes for Christian over to my left.
And I'm a Mets fan too, so that's harder to get since those guys don't leave ever.
As this one is lined by Payton into the right center gap, going to fall for a base hit. Sellinger will come around to score, and the first run of the ball game for the Westerners, 1-0.
Yeah, just a nice piece of hitting by Jack Payton right to the gap. Sam Cochran got it. He's been busy early in this first inning. And Danbury is up 1-0. Something that they wanted to do is get an early lead, especially for Christian Allegretti tonight. And Payton just getting past his Louisville teammate Tulio.
The battle of the Louisville Cardinals won by the catcher, Payton.
Last night, Tate Keener for the Western struck out Levi Usher, his Louisville teammate, 3 times, or 2 times rather.
A lot of Louisville Cardinals around.
In the NECBL, yeah.
Absolutely.
Especially here in the South Division.
Here comes the first pitch to Connor Harding. High and tight fastball. 1-0.
Yeah, Harding is transferring from University of Scranton to the University of Connecticut, is the Vestal, New York native. And we see a lot of that here. We see, obviously, Sam Cochran from Eckerd to College of Charleston. That's something the NACBL is known for.
He's going to be a Yukon Husky.
Yes.
Indeed. We've seen a lot of Yukon Huskies.
That's a good school.
We had the Bristol Blues in town from Bristol, Connecticut on last night, and then tonight we have the Danbury Westerners. A couple of Connecticut teams back to back. A lot of Connecticut talent, to say the least.
You guys have some Connecticut guys in your team too.
Oh yeah, pitch sails over the head of Harding. Well, I want to ask you. Obviously, it's been a crazy year. How does your experience at Cardines Field tonight, now that we're back, compare to experiences that you've had here in the past?
Well, I think that it's great to see a good crowd here. I heard you had a sellout the other night, Friday night here, almost 3,000 people coming out to the games. This is going to be a great summer. When I was announcing some of the openings, I said there was going to be music in Newport this summer. But it was not just about the music. It was about just, let's have a good, healthy summer and enjoy all these activities. But people are listening. This is a great spot to see a game, great spot to bring your kids, and to watch some really good players. These are college-level Division I athletes, and that's not easy to do. No.
Certainly not. You're right in the middle of the city, right in the middle of Newport. We got the fire station right behind us. We got the port right in the middle of it all. And, yesterday we had a rescheduled game because of rain and 1 day notice, and the fans were incredible. We still had a packed crowd. Something that people in Newport love to do during the summer for sure.
Harding walks third walk for Tulio in this inning, and he's going to talk to his catcher here, Peter Ceruto.
The sack's packed for the Westerners in the top of the first. Already a run across on an RBI single from Jack Peaton, and a chance for a whole lot more with Matt Zaffino, the left fielder.
Yeah, Zaffino returning Westerners. Here comes Greg Zackerson for not Ocean State, he used to be Plymouth, for the Newport Gulls. Danbury, this is something they wanted to happen today, is have all of this, all this motion, all this bases loaded, have good hits coming in for Danbury. Especially after striking out 21 times last night, 16 times swinging strikeouts.
What do you think they're talking about out there?
I think
could be a litany of things, right? Just probably trying to calm them down, right?
Yeah, I think try to tell them, hit the strike zone, stop worrying about the runners. Think of it as a 0-0 game, nobody on. Exactly with that. And we've seen a lot of that this year in this league as well. And with Newport, a lot of the coaching staff's been around in the league, not just here. I was talking to you about it before the game. Kevin Winsford was at Keene. Greg Zackerson was with the Plymouth Pilgrims. He was the manager there. And, of course, Teddy Regan was the longtime hitting coach of the New Bedford Bay Sox. So they have experience elsewhere. And, a guy like Cochran, he's been around Winnipesaukee, NACBL All-Star. So there's a lot of experience around this lineup, Ceruto as well.
Well, let's see if his advice worked.
I think this crowd hopes that it does. It's a big opportunity for the Westerners right away. There's a strike to start.
There you go.
And Matt Zaffino, second-year Westerner, hit over 300 back in 2019 for the Westerners. Very good. Did not make the All-Star game, but was one of the best hitters in the league as a whole.
Yeah. Well, if they get out of this inning with just one run, that's going to be good for the Gulls.
Would be a big win.
Yeah, I was always taught I had good coaches, and giving up one run is not the end of the game. In fact, you have to score at least one run to win. People know that. So, this is not a. But yet, something happens here that clears the bases. That's going to be a different story.
Governor, you've given some great insight as a broadcaster. Maybe we could have you as a full-time broadcaster here in Newport, huh?
Ceruto thought that was strike three. He was almost halfway back to the dugout.
One more strike to get for Tulio. He'll try it again. Bases are loaded full of Westerners with a Jack Peaton RBI single. The difference right now. Tulio looking to dance out of further trouble. There's a fastball upstairs, and the count is even at 2-2.
Yeah, Zaffino's not the guy you want with the bases loaded. He can really hit the ball anywhere in the field, and he has good power for Danbury, too. We saw that a lot last season in 2019 for Danbury.
Tulio will try it again. Here it comes. Pitch upstairs, and the count runs full.
He's trying to make Zaffino chase for that third strike, trying to go high, trying to go side a little bit. I wouldn't be shocked if he sends it right down the plate here on 3-2.
Nowhere to put him. Westerners on every base. Right away in the top of the first inning. Here comes the 3-2.
There you go.
Miss, strike 3.
Well, thank you so much for having me here today.
Governor, is an absolute pleasure.
I got
Thanks so much.
I got John Perrick. I got him all warmed up over here. I think he's all set. Straight in from Syracuse, and you're probably in the communications area right there.
That's how we
right?
do it. A couple of Syracuse Orangemen between the two of us.
Are you as well?
Absolutely.
Now, what year are you up there now? Yeah,
going into my junior year.
Junior year. Yes. My niece graduated there a few years back.
That's awesome.
Yes,
it's a heck of a school.
So it's a great school.
Yeah,
Gets a little cold in winter, though.
a little chilly.
Well, thank you for having me here.
Thanks so much, Governor.
Okay.
We'll take a short break and come back with the bottom of the first. 1-0 Westerners on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
You, our loyal fans, will be selecting 2 players to this year's All-Star Game. Beginning on Monday, July 12th, fans will be able to vote for the final All-Star for each of the North and South Division teams. The player from each division with the most votes will be named to the NECBL All-Star Team and suit up with the rest of the All-Stars on Sunday, July 18th in Newport. Fan voting will take place online at vote21.necbl.com beginning on Monday, July 12th. Zephyr is the official on-field cap of the NECBL. Also known as the Z-Hats, Zephyr is the authentic college hat with a loyal following of those who only wear the Z. Zephyr makes hats for over 800 colleges and channels that same energy and creativity into building custom hats of all types for pro sports teams, clothing brands, and companies everywhere. Make sure you pick up your Newport Gulls official on-field cap today.
To the bottom of the first, we go at Cardines Field. Zach Letson, Christian Gardecki, John Perrick with you on a beautiful Wednesday night for baseball.
You can't forget the Governor. Danny McKee's with us, too.
That was a lot of fun.
That was really fun.
That was a lot of fun for all of us up here, to say the least. We must mention that. That was one of the cooler experiences I think we've all had. First pitch to Sam Cochran is a breaking ball that misses.
What a great night here in Newport. Great crowd. We've got the Governor in attendance. Really doesn't get better than this.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a breaker that gets the point.
I'm going to call out Ned Lamont. Come to Rogers Park. We'd love to have you, Ned Lamont, Governor of Connecticut.
And that's an opportunity that I didn't figure we'd get. You know, the Governor in the booth isn't something you wake up and think that you're going to get. As Cochran smokes this ball, but to the house is foul.
Yeah, Christian Allegretti here pitching for the Westerners. One of the 6 returners for Danbury. 5 who've played. Joe Vale is currently on the shelf with an injury. But Allegretti here knows this park very well. Pitched here 19 and pitched, of course, in the Newport League last year.
It's pretty darn good in the Newport League. Did not allow a run over 8 2/3 innings here in an empty ballpark. And now he plays in a packed house.
Yeah, and he was in the transfer portal there from St. Thomas Aquinas. Now he's found a home at Bryant University, where he had a pretty decent season for the Bulldogs. Pitched in that final game against CCSU. They lost, of course. But he's a good pitcher, and here he goes against another NECBL veteran, Sam Cochran, who has been probably the best hitter for Newport early in this season.
Team leading 11 hits for the leadoff man for the Gulls. Chops this one hard. High chopper to the first baseman, Masterman, who will take it to the bag himself for the first down in the first.
Yeah, nice snag by Cam over there. Not a usual first baseman. Plays more in the outfield. He was a starting left fielder for the Cardinals this year. Was able to stab that and get it. He thought about giving it to Allegretti, but he took it himself for the 3-U. And 1 out away for Allegretti, or as he's known to many Western fans as Gretty.
And Cochran's no easy out to get. You could see him there just competing down the baseline. Even though it was a ground out to first, he just busted his way all the way down there.
Here's Dawson Brigman for the Gulls. Looks out a first pitch down low. He has been sensational arrived a little later than some of the other players on this team, but he's played 4 games with Newport and has really established himself as a starter with this team. 4 hits across the first 4, including a double and a homer in his first start. It's that off-speed stuff that is away. It's 2 balls and no strikes.
Allegretti has this weird motion where he goes a little, kind of like a 3/4 sidearm, not a full sidearm, but it works for him. It gets him some zip on the fastball. His velocity has definitely gone up since 2019.
Bregman looks at the 2-0 away again. 3 balls and no strikes. Played 115 games in 2+ seasons with the Santa Clara Broncos.
Very good career there so far.
3-0 catches the inside part of the plate.
Gets on base a good bit. Average struggles a little bit, but he's over the Mendoza line for the last 2 seasons and has 17 RBIs this past season for the Broncos.
And he chops this one foul. He told me the other day, we had the interview with Bregman out here on the NECBL Broadcast Network, that he loves playing here. Not as much pressure as playing at a college or university, and has just had a lot of fun with it. And it's produced some good results on the field for the Gulls' second baseman. 3-2 is chopped high up the middle, going to get through for a base hit. The first hit of the night. And 1 runner aboard here in the first.
Well, so many times this year we've seen Newport go down early and then just come back with a string of hits. And hopefully this leads to more for Newport.
Yeah, that one was just chopped up the middle. You could see Banks Griffith, who is speedy for the Westerners, try to get there, but easy hit for Brigham, and he has good speed to get it first anyway. He probably would have had it if Griffith got the ball, or even John Anderson.
Now it's the very dangerous Justin Guerrera. Fairfield infielder playing in the DH spot tonight.
Of course, all first-team MAC, as was probably that whole lineup, that 37-3 Stags team in the regular season. Very, very good season, a program record.
Check over on Brigman. Close play at first. Very close play, but able to dive back in safely. He was a big reason why Fairfield was in the tournament, and once they got to the big dance, was outstanding as well. They were in the Austin Regional, and he went 8 for 15 in that regional. Swings and drives one deep into center field. The center fielder, Harding, going back to the wall. This ball is gone. Justin Guerrera right on cue. His second home run of the summer, and Newport jumps out to a 2-0 lead.
Last night, Guerrero got the action started in the second inning with a double, and tonight it's the first inning with a 2-run shot.
And he can really hit the ball. He did it in high school at Watertown High School in Connecticut, and he can do it here at Fairfield, and he can do it here for Newport. That one was a moonshot.
No doubt about it. We saw him hit a ball in almost an identical spot last night that just hit the high part of the wall. This time, it cleared it. Here's a man that knows something about hitting home runs at Cardines Field, Cal Perillo, Newport's cleanup man. As Allegretti working quickly, and Perillo hits this one hard on the ground to the shortstop Griffith, over to first, and a good pick from the first baseman Masterman has Perillo out for out number 2.
Yeah, that's a nice job by Masterman to hang on to that ball. You know, he's not, as I said before, he's not a traditional first baseman. He does play first sometimes, but he's more of an outfielder and also a DH for Louisville, and he was able to pick that out of the dirt on the throw by Banks Griffith.
2 down, and it's in the bottom of the first inning. Here's Spencer Smith, looks at a first pitch strike.
Another guy who was in the NCAA tournament this year, Spencer Smith, with
the Northeastern Huskies. And another guy who has a home run recently at Cardines Field, as recently as last night, a solo shot that really was part of the difference in what was a very fun and competitive back and forth game between Bristol and Newport. No balls and 2 strikes the count. Here it comes. Fastball down low in the dirt. 1-2.
And Smith showed a lot of resilience last night because right before that home run, he had an error in the infield, really just kind of a tough inning in the field, comes back, solo homer, and it really got Newport going again.
1-2. Breaker that he chases in the dirt for strike 3, and the catcher Payton will fire it over to first in time to complete the third out. Side is retired, but not before. Newport jumps out to a 2-0 lead off the bat of Justin Guerrera through 1 full here at Cardines Field. 2-0 Gulls on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
Fans, the NECBL's broadcast network brings all of the action right to your home every night. Available on your desktop, laptop, mobile device, as well as your Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, or Android TV device. Enjoy single-day passes for just $8. Purchase a weekly subscription for $20, a monthly pass for $40, or an all-season pass for $80. Head to watch.necbl.com for more information and for a full streaming schedule. The 2021 New England League All-Star Game will be hosted by the Newport Gulls at historic Cardines Field on Sunday, July 18th. Join the NECBL's best as they take to the diamond in front of scouts from every MLB organization at Cardines Field in Newport, Rhode Island. Visit asg21.necbl.com. Whether you're an island resident or just visiting, the fastest way to get to the Cape and Islands is by taking the New England League's preferred partner, the Steamship Authority Ferry. Visit steamshipauthority.com for more information. Zephyr is the official on-field cap of the NECBL. Also known as the Z-Hats, Zephyr is the authentic college hat with a loyal following of those who only wear the Z. Zephyr makes hats for over 800 colleges and channels that same energy and creativity into building custom hats of all types for pro sports teams, clothing brands, and companies everywhere. Make sure you pick up your Newport Gulls official on-field cap today.
Top of the second, and Newport once again strikes early. They're on top 2-0 of the Danbury Westerners. Kellen Tullio's first pitch to Dylan Lefreri.
Dylan Lefreri, yep, UNC Wilmington.
Something that we talked about. He's got the I, but it's Lefreri, UNCW product. Playing right field tonight for the Westerners. Looks at a high fastball. It's 1-1.
Yeah, he's been a college nomad. As we were talking before the game started, the University of Arkansas played with a lot of those kids, including Copps, who's really good this year. Kevin Copps.
Right, and best pitcher in college baseball. Kind of across the board as he grounds this one softly on the right side. Brigman fields and throws over to first in time and quickly one away.
Great to see Tullio get that leadoff out after a little trouble in the first inning. He really escaped a lot of damage. That could have been more than one run, but nice to see him come back and start the inning with a ground out.
Well, here's Banks Griffith, the shortstop for Danbury, before the lineup card turns over for this Westerner squad.
He had a great game on Saturday against Bristol with a home run and an RBI single. There was a 3-run home run for Banks over the right center field metal monsters, we call it at Rogers Park.
0-1. Right back near us by the fence.
Banks, another guy who's transferred. He transferred from Furman University, which is only because they shut down their program after 2020. Now he's with the Stetson Hatters.
There a pitch that's snuck out of the hand of Tullio, and it's 1-2.
Looks like that just slipped.
Yeah, I think so too, yeah.
Yeah, he looked at his hand right after he threw it. Must have just, I don't know, maybe a little sweat or something on his hand.
Not a 10-game suspension, right?
1-2, just misses outside.
Ceruto tried to frame it. He moved it over in front, tried to get that called third strike.
Something that we've seen him do all year long behind the plate for the Gulls. His second season with Newport after playing in 2019. 2-2 is shot high in the air into right field, but tailing foul.
We mentioned how Banks played at Furman, which shut down. Danbury has Cameron Norgren, who's not in the lineup today, one of the 8 reserves for Danbury, who goes to NC Central, and they just shut down after this season. So he's looking for a new place, and he's got a lot of interest from some big-time mid-major schools.
Well, not the only guy kind of moving programs. Of course, the Gulls right fielder, Sam Cochran.
Right.
Eckert, a team that didn't play in 2020. Figure why not save by year of eligibility and go play with the College of Charleston. There's another pitch that slips out of Tullio's hand.
That's twice.
Twice in the at-bat to Griffith. It's 3-2.
You can see him tell himself, come on, got to get into it, come on. You can see him mouth it to himself.
Yeah, he's clearly dissatisfied with himself. Interesting to see this control issue here. We really didn't see much of it in the first.
A pitch he is able to get under control, a fastball that's hit foul.
Yeah, good contact so far from Banks, who's really shown he's got some good contact for Danbury, as we've seen early in the last couple games for the Westerners.
Pitch number 8 of this at-bat coming up. It's a pitch chopped foul. We'll do it again. Tulio did well to get out of trouble in the first inning. After loading the bases, Westerners pushed across 1 run on an RBI single from Jack Payton, but nothing more in Newport. An immediate answer off the bat of Justin Guerrera. 3-2 is high, and walk number 4 for the Westerners in just an inning plus.
Yeah, that's something Bobby Rodriguez and Ian Ratcher were telling me. They guys have to attack it, try to get on base, and get ahead in counts, which Griffith did in the end, and that's why he's on first, of course.
I talked to Winter Road before the game, and he told me really he can't see, he does not want to see that many walks. He sees a lot of walks, he's going to be upset tonight. So not a great sign there.
Got 4 already.
Top of the order, it's Zach Sellinger. Looks out of first pitch too high, and it's 1-0 quickly.
Sellinger stole a base his last time up as well, moved to scoring position.
And he scored the lone run on the board for Danbury tonight. Griffith with a sizable lead off of first. And now, as if Tulio heard me, checks in over on the runner back in time.
Griffith has some good speed for Danbury. He can really move. Danbury has a lot of speed up and down the lineup, as does Newport. A lot of teams, that's what we're seeing a lot now. A lot of teams have a lot of speed up and down the lineup.
Another check-in.
Yeah.
Sellinger, the Fordham infielder, played 34 games this past year with the Rams. Looks at it, off-speed pitch that catches the black.
As I mentioned in the pregame, Winter Road really wants at least 5 innings out of Tulio tonight, and he said his nightmare is only to get 2. So hopefully Tulio can get his command back.
Oh, boy.
And now they may have the runner Griffith pick off. Throw to second goes to Smith. In a pickle is Griffith, and he's tagged out. Not the first time we have seen that at Cardines Field. A big second out for the Gulls, and now the base is empty.
I think Banks thought he was going to pitch it instead of picking back. I think once he saw him move, he started to go to second.
Yeah, that's interesting because Tulio was looking at Griffith that whole entire at bat, and to see Griffith kind of continue his lead a little bit more, he must have thought that.
Yeah.
1-1, big swing and a miss. Swinging out of his shoes almost is Sellinger. It's 1-2. Looking for a second punch out, and he's got it. Kellen Tulio works out of trouble in the second inning and maintains the lead for Newport. 2-1 Gulls over the Westerners after an inning and a half right here on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
The 2021 New England League All-Star Game will be hosted by the Newport Gulls at historic Cardines Field on Sunday, July 18th. Join the NECBL's best as they take to the diamond in front of scouts from every MLB organization at Cardines Field in Newport, Rhode Island. Visit asg21.necbl.com for more information. You, our loyal fans, will be selecting 2 players to this year's All-Star Game. Beginning on Monday, July 12th, fans will be able to vote for the final All-Star for each of the North and South Division teams. The player from each division with the most votes will be named to the NECBL All-Star Team and suit up with the rest of the All-Stars on Sunday, July 18th in Newport. Fan voting will take place online at vote21.necbl.com beginning on Monday, July 12th. Zephyr is the official on-field cap of the NECBL. Also known as the Z-Hats, Zephyr is the authentic college hat with a loyal following of those who only wear the Z. Zephyr makes hats for over 800 colleges and channels that same energy and creativity into building custom hats of all types for pro sports teams, clothing brands.
Back for the last of the second at Cardines Field, 2-1. The hometown Newport Gulls on top of the Danbury Westerners. Peter Ceruto, the first batter for Newport, and he looks at a ball.
Yep, I think he's one of the only returners on this Newport team, who is playing here for the Gulls this season from Rutgers.
He's really been a leader here for Newport so far this year.
Looks at a fastball on the outside part.
And John, you can say the same about Christian Allegretti on Danbury's side because he's been around. He knows the NECBL. Danbury has 7 guys who've played previously in the NECBL. That includes Angelo Tonis.
Was at the core of that really exciting Newport team in 2019. 27 wins, a deep postseason run that was cut short in a thrilling series against the Martha's Vineyard Sharks, who of course ended up going to the NECBL Championship Series, but coming back in 2019, not the only goal, of course. Justin Cherry, Jenny Kingsbury, Peter Cerruto, and Danbury, 6 returners themselves this year.
When you talk about that 2019 team, you're right. They were absolutely thrilling. But I was talking to Newport Gulls general manager Chuck Pava, and he said, as thrilling as that team was, he thinks this team's a little bit more thrilling. He loves the chemistry. We're only a few games through, but the team's already shown a lot of chemistry, and they just work well together.
I've been watching Newport from afar, obviously from Danbury. I think their team has been really well built by Chuck Pava and Kevin Winterroad, that they're the team to beat, I think, right now in the NECBL. Mark my words, I think Newport is the team to beat.
Well, of course, a little different of a year in terms of the playoff format with every team making the playoffs. As here's a fastball into CJ Pizarro, and it's quickly 0-2. But, of course, the very important bye at the top of the playoff seeding, something that you'd imagine this Gulls team is after right now.
So is that guy on the screen there, the little goal.
Soft chopper from Pizarro. Going to be a tough play for the third baseman, LaRusso, able to charge it and fire it over to first in time for the second out.
Nick LaRusso was named the top Westerners pro prospect from the team back in 2019, and he shows how good of a glove, and college coaches take notice of this kid. He is really talented at the hot corner. He can hit well and field really well for Coach Ian Ratchford.
Now it's Jordan Rogers, the batter for the Gulls, playing in his second game with the team.
Last night in his first at-bat, he almost homered. Instead it was a wall ball double off the A1 sign, which is in left field, and it's basically 3 feet away from the home run line. So,
of course, the very tall fences here at Cardines Field, not something maybe accustomed to seeing, save maybe the Green Monster at Fenway Park. Not something that you see everywhere.
There's kind of a mini monster over at Winnipesaukee in Laconia. They have a monster out in right field.
1-1 is outside for ball 2.
And Danbury has the 15-foot, what we call a metal monster, quote-unquote, over in right center field.
Cardines Field really is one of a kind. You've got the monsters and then the short porch in center.
Yeah, with the house there, they built it around to, make sure the house doesn't get hit with baseballs.
Yeah, it truly is a piece of history. It's built to downtown Newport.
Rogers drives this into left field, dropping down for a base hit.
That's a great piece of hitting by Rogers, finding the gap and just ripping it right towards left field on Matt Zaffino, and he's on with a single.
Hit on the screws by the Michigan Wolverine.
And as hard hit as that ball was, there's a seagull out there in left field that just did not move.
This was a topic of conversation we had Governor McKee on in the top of the first inning. He got goals on the field, literally and figuratively, I guess. You got birds in the outfield and players on the field. Here's the goal, Connor Kiley at the plate. He takes a big swing and a miss.
And Ted Regan, he told me that the Newport Gulls are resilient. Well, I'll tell you, that seagull in left field has to be very resilient.
Mine.
0-1 to Kiley is hit foul. Kiley back in the lineup after he was not for the first time all season yesterday. Came in as a defensive replacement for the Gulls in that 7-5 victory, but has been sensational when getting his opportunity. The local guy out of Stonehill College, Portsmouth, Rhode Island. Here on Aquidneck, as here's a check into Rogers, and the throw gets away. Jordan Rogers scampers for second base. The ball rolls all the way near the scoreboard, and he takes off for third. Jordan Rogers thought about going all the way home, and now will stay put.
That's going to be an error on Christian Allegretti. That one got past Cam Masterman and went towards that weird little corner by the light pole. As you look at the replay, that one just went away.
Took a carom in the favor of Rogers.
I think there was 3 Westerners chasing after that ball to go get it, try to avoid the run.
And we saw that a lot last night. That foul ground over there on the first base side, it can lead to some tough plays.
0-2 is too far outside, and now it's 1-2 to Kiley.
So the interesting thing about Kiley, I'm looking here, is he was born in Tokyo, Japan, but he's from Portsmouth, Rhode Island, played at the great Bishop Hendricken, which is an awesome program here in the state of Rhode Island.
He's been great. Played in every game for the Gulls this year. Sharp breaker from Allegretti misses.
Allegretti trying to get him to chase there.
Hendricken, definitely one of the top baseball programs in the state outside of Rogers High School, who we actually acknowledged before today's first pitch.
Another place that calls Cardines Field home. 2-2 the count with 2 outs. Rogers a chunky lead off of third. And here's a fastball that is blocked well by the catcher Peyton to keep Rogers at third.
Yeah, if you're Danbury, you just don't want to give up a run here. Keep it a 1-run game. That's something they've struggled with this year, is giving up leads and then not coming back and giving up more runs. And if you're Christian Allegretti, you just got to try to hold the runner, get the last out, and get your team back up.
3 balls and 2 strikes. And Kiley drives this deep into center field. That'll drop for a base hit. Connor Kiley, an RBI single, and Newport adds another. It's 3-1.
Yeah, that's a nice hit there, right to left field. And Rogers can just walk home on that one.
Just excellent 2-out, 2-strike hitting there. Trying to get the ball down in the outfield somewhere. Left fielder is playing a bit towards left center, so he takes it right down the line. Excellent RBI single.
Top of the order for Newport. Here's Sam Cochran. A rally here for Newport. All this coming with 2 outs. Looks at a first pitch strike. It was Rogers that started it with a single and a left, and then he moved all the way to third on an errant throw from the pitcher Allegretti, who tried to pick him off. Cochran grounded out to the first baseman in Newport's first plate appearance this evening, and has been Newport's best hitter throughout the early part of the year.
So that run on Allegretti is going to go unearned because of the error. So far he has 2 earned runs from the 2-run home run.
There's a check-in on Kiley, who's back in time.
He has a quick pickoff move, too. I mean, he's a lefty, and he likes to pick off. No one sees it coming.
1-1 is too high.
Outside of a 7th-inning single last night, Cochran was pretty quiet at the plate. I was talking to Winter Road about that, and he said, expect Cochran to do something at the plate. He thinks he's due tonight.
Ahead 2-1. And he shoots this one right to the second baseman. Softly goes to Anderson, throws it over to first. A high throw that is corralled by Masterman for out number 3, and the side retired, but not before. A Connor Kiley RBI single adds to the Newport lead. It's Gulls 3, Westerners 1 after 2 right here on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
Fans will be selecting 2 players to this year's All-Star Game. Beginning on Monday, July 12th, fans will be able to vote for the final All-Star for each of the North and South Division teams. The player from each division with the most votes will be named to the NECBL All-Star Team and suit up with the rest of the All-Stars on Sunday, July 18th in Newport. Fan voting will take place online at vote21.necbl.com beginning on Monday, July 12th. Zephyr is the official on-field cap of the NECBL. Also known as the Z-Hats, Zephyr is the authentic college hat with a loyal following of those who only wear the Z. Zephyr makes hats for over 800 colleges and channels that same energy and creativity into building custom hats of all types for pro sports teams, clothing brands, and companies everywhere. Make sure you pick up your Newport Gulls official on-field cap today. Whether you're an island resident or just visiting, the fastest way to get to the Cape and Islands is by taking the New England League's preferred partner, the Steamship Authority Ferry. Visit steamshipauthority.com for more information.
To the top of the third we go at historic Cardines Field. Thanks so much for joining us on the NECBL Broadcast Network. As the first pitch comes in to Anderson, grounds it to Smith, over to first. That was easy. One pitch and one out in the top of the third.
Yeah, Danbury's trying to get in counts here, and he just ripped that one in the first one. And it was a little hard hit, but easy play for the shortstop for Newport. Smith.
Here's the three-hitter, Nick LaRusso. He flew out to Sam Cochran back in the first inning. Looks at a first pitch outside.
2019 NECBL All-Star, 1 of 2 in this game, Sam Cochran being the other.
Well, it was an extended first inning as he looks at a strike for the Westerners. They sent 7 men to the plate thanks to 3 walks and an RBI single from Jack Payton. That's the one run that's on the board for Danbury tonight. This pitch is outside from Tulio. Still on the bump for Newport. He has not gone more than 2 innings all season. Of course, has come out of a bullpen role twice. First time as a starter tonight. Just misses outside, and it's 3-1.
That was his 54th pitch right there for Tulio.
LaRusso, transfer in the transfer portal, the Villanova Wildcat formerly, looks at ball number 4. Walk number 5 tonight for the Danbury Westerners, and for a third straight inning, a base runner, an opportunity to try to claw back in this game.
Yeah, as Masterman comes up. LaRusso wasn't on the trip last week. Westerners went on a 3-day road trip to Rhode Island and Martha's Vineyard, and he was on the trip. He was on a college visit down in Florida, looking at some new places to play as well.
Now it's the cleanup man out of Louisville, Cameron Masterman. Tulio checks over on first. Of course, an interesting dynamic tonight with Tulio, a lefty on the mound, and Allegretti, a lefty on the mound as well.
Had that last night as well for the Westerners and Sharks with Tate Keener.
Righty-lefty matchup with Masterman at the dish, and he swings and misses. Matchup of 2 Louisville Cardinals, as we touched on. Masterman won the first battle by walking in the first inning. Second walk that Danbury earned tonight. It's this one foul, and it's quickly 0-2.
Zach, what a great crowd here at Cardines Field tonight. You know, a packed house. Place is just buzzing. There's a great vibe here. We've got the governor as we had him earlier on in the broadcast. Just a great vibe.
Special kind of night for baseball. For a special team in the Gulls, is this pitch is upstairs to Masterman, and it's 1-2.
And that's one thing that Chuck Pava and the Newport Gulls do such a great job at, just making each night an event. It's not just a game, it's an event. There's some sponsors, some activities on the game. There's something to watch, something to witness.
There's nothing like it in this league, too. I can attest to that.
This one's flown foul again by Masterman.
And of course, their slogan, it's raise the bar.
Yep.
I think that they do a good job at that.
Raising the bar in summer collegiate baseball, I think Newport does a great job in it. And that's me saying it from a Danbury standpoint, which I know there are rivals, but they do a great job in Newport.
Putting an exciting team on the field for the fans.
They always do.
We're back in the stands now.
Newport always does.
Pitch that misses outside, and it's 2-2.
That was another strange release by Tulio. It looked like it almost slipped right when he was getting off the rubber there. Very early release. We saw that twice actually last inning.
2-2 is too high.
I think that one he was just trying to get Cam to chase. But yeah, you've seen that 3 times now tonight where it's kind of slipped off his hand. We saw that earlier this year with Danbury catcher Dylan Kim trying to throw to second, and it slipped off his hand twice in one game against Bristol.
looking to avoid walk number 6 on the night. First he'll check in over on the runner on first, who's back in time, LaRusso.
Danbury does like to steal a lot, but depends on who is up and running for Danbury. LaRusso not the fastest guy.
3-2 is too far inside for ball 4.
Yeah, Kevin Winterrod, he was telling John earlier that they don't want to have many walks. Well, that's 6, probably 6 too many for Kevin Winterrod and the Newport Gulls.
From one Louisville Cardinal to another, Masterman reaches on a walk, and here's Jack Payton, the man responsible for the Danbury run across the board tonight.
Well, I think if there's anyone that knows how Tullio pitches better, it's Jack Payton. He's a catcher. Didn't play a lot this year because he was behind potential top draft prospect Henry Davis, but Payton is the heir apparent to Henry Davis right now for the Cardinals.
1-0 is too high.
Gulls middle infield playing double play depth. This would be a golden opportunity for a ground ball to either short or second here, maybe turn one.
Yeah, Ceruto just talking to Tullio.
Big opportunity for Danbury to answer back. Newport scored 2 in the first off the bat of Justin Guerrera. 2-run shot to dead center, and added one more an inning ago with a Connor Kiley RBI single. Tullio, I think, would love a ground ball right here. 2-0 is too high. And that a 4th straight ball, looking to avoid a 3rd straight walk, is the lefty. That pitch just catches the outside part of the zone, and Tullio has a strike. It's 3-1.
Danbury's just doing a good job staying ahead of counts here in this inning and the first as well. Struggle a little bit in the second.
3-0 is 2 outs and up. And Kellen Tullio has walked the bases loaded.
Yeah, and Connor Harding, who has some serious power. He was hitting very well in batting practice for the Westerners. He will come up here with the bases loaded. Second time this game, Danbury's had the bases loaded. They left the bases loaded stranded, and here comes Greg Zacherson for a second time to talk to Tullio, and we'll wonder who gets warmed up in the Newport bullpen. There is someone up. I can see through a little hole.
Well, 7 walks, but just 1 hit for the Danbury Westerners tonight.
Looks to be Chris Aldrich from UCLA.
The rising sophomore, who may just make his first appearance as a Gull tonight. That's what it would be if he comes into this game. Right now appears to be Tullio's ball game for the moment. At number 27, about to dig into the dish in Connor Harding.
Yeah, longer talk here from Zacherson, trying to ask him how are you feeling, you know, why are you not throwing strikes? I think that's an obvious question, but what can you do to throw strikes and leave runners on the bases and not come home?
And before the game, when I was talking to Winterrode, he told me that Chris Aldrich would be their first guy out of the bullpen, but he was hoping that it would come maybe around the 6th inning. Tonight, it's already the 3rd inning, and he's warming up in the pen. Not a great sign for Winterrode and company.
And this would be his first appearance, if I am correct, with the Gulls.
Well, 67 pitches in is Kellen Tullio, and his first start. A lot of traffic on the base paths, nothing across the plate quite yet for Danbury. First pitch to Harding is shot right in the air, shallow in the infield. It'll stay in play as the first baseman Perillo makes the catch. A huge second out for Tullio.
Yeah, I think Harding just was chasing that one. It was a little high, and he got choked up and popped it up, and Perillo just make the easy play.
1 out closer to getting out of a second major jam in this ballgame. Very similar situation in the first inning when Danbury pushed across 1, but had a big opportunity for more and could not convert.
And same batter, too, who ended the first.
Zaffino drives the first pitch he sees into left field right at Connor Kiley, and just like that,
2 pitches, and a smile for Kellen Tulio as he walks off the mound. Danbury leaves the bases loaded, and it's Newport still on top by a score of 3-1 as we go to the bottom of the third right here on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
Is proud to be the official batting glove summer of the NECBL, and its 14 organizations join over 200 major leaguers by wearing custom Franklin batting gloves as members of the Franklin family. To design your own custom pair of batting gloves, visit franklinsports.com and join the fam.
The Newport Gulls, raising the bar in summer collegiate baseball, right here on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
Fans, the NECBL's Broadcast Network brings all of the action right to your home every night. Available on your desktop, laptop, mobile device, as well as your Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, or Android TV device. Enjoy single-day passes for just $8. Purchase a weekly subscription for $20, a monthly pass for $40, or an all-season pass for $80. Head to watch.necbl.com for more information and for a full streaming schedule.
NCTV 18 Newport County, the World Wide Web, and on DVD. This is Newport Gulls Baseball on the NECBL Broadcast Network. Be sure to check out the Gulls online at newportgulls.com. That's newportgulls.com. Stay tuned.
Getting out of trouble in the top of this inning when the bases were loaded for Danbury. They could not push a run across. It's still 3-1. Newport on top of the Westerners as we enter the bottom of the third. Here's Dawson Brigman. Sees the second pitch he sees and shoots it into no man's land, shallow right field, and it drops just foul right into that unique area that we have.
Never seen that ever.
Of course, we got the warehouse that takes up just about all the foul territory past where the coaches are, past that area where the scoreboard is.
There's a lot of area on the first base line. Third base doesn't have much. It kind of gets skinnier going down the line.
1-1. Out of the zone. Ball number 2 to Brigman, who singled in his first at-bat. And then he scored with a Justin Guerrero 2-run shot. Lines this one right to the shortstop Griffith, who makes a catch on a line, and there's one away.
Yep, easy play for Griffith. Was getting low a little bit, thought it was going to drop and he'll have to make a throw to first, but was able to get it. And now Guerrero comes up for the second time, and he homered last time, as we just mentioned, Zach.
The hottest hitter on the Gulls. One of the hottest in the NECBL right now. Swinging on the 0-1 and chops it just foul.
A lot of the Danbury guys do know how he plays because either they're in the MAC or they played against him in Connecticut high school baseball, which happens a lot. There's a lot of interconference play. Played in the very difficult for baseball Naugatuck Valley League for Watertown High.
0-2, he flies back to the screen.
Sure, he played against Nick LaRusso over at Massac, who, well, kind of close to each other, but Nick played for Massac in the SWC.
The first Newport goal to 2 home runs this season. Looks at a pitch down low. His first a pivotal home run in the top of the 9th inning on the road against the Ocean State Waves. Really the game of the year for Newport, an 8-6 victory, that part of this 4-game winning streak. That's all Newport has known how to do. Win ball games. Win on Friday against Mystic, Saturday Ocean State, Sunday at Bristol, and Tuesday last night right here again against Bristol. 2-2 is a touch low. A big league eye from Justin Guerrera has run this count full.
Well, I think he is one of the top prospects on this team. You know, he may not say it because he's from Fairfield, but he can really hit the ball and he has a good eye.
Payoff pitch is too far inside, and Guerrera reaches for the second time tonight. This time a little different than a homer on a base on balls. Well, here's Cal Perillo, Newport's first baseman tonight. The local Rhode Island College anchorman has been outstanding with the Newport Gulls in the early part of the season. Shoots the first pitch he sees into foul territory. Third baseman LaRusso will not have a play.
That gets on the street.
Better call, Newport Glass.
Perillo, a .381 hitter in his first 6 games with the team. 8 hits in that stretch.
So you can see Danbury catcher Dylan Kim heading down there, Tiny's backup catcher. So
First to check in over on Guerrera, who's back in time.
Masterman have the sun in his eyes, but there is probably going to be some life in the Danbury bullpen.
Oh for 1 is Perillo tonight with a ground out to the shortstop. Guerrera takes off for second, picked a good pitch to run on, but the throw is in time to get him. What a throw from the catcher Peyton to gun down Guerrera for the second out.
Yeah, Jack Peyton had struggled early in the season with the Westerners on caught stealing attempts. There's his first perfect one. A great job by Peyton to get down Guerrera, and the Westerners 2 away.
On an off-speed pitch, delivered a perfect throw. 1-1. Another pitch shot in the air. This time it may stay in, or will it? No, it will not. Into the street.
Peyton put his glove out, was like, I got it, and then it went in the street.
Better call, Newport Glass.
I think the thing we like about summer ball, and you've been around the Gulls for a couple of years, and I've been around Danbury for a long time, is it's a very relaxed atmosphere. You're not trying to struggle. You're not trying to stress too much. Sure, every team, especially this year, every team makes the playoffs. You're not stressing for, making playoffs or missing it.
Perillo stays alive again.
And that is what is fun about this every year.
Very unique kind of environment, especially as we mentioned with Governor McKee, especially here at Cardines Field, a place that you watch a lot of baseball, probably haven't seen anything like it. As Perillo lines this one, that's a fair ball. Down into the left field corner. Perillo makes the turn for second base and will head in there standing up. Cal Perillo flapping his wings at second base, and Newport trying to get another 2-out rally going.
Yeah, that's something Allegretti has struggled with, is trying to close out the final out, as each of the 3 innings he has given up a big 2-out hit by the Gulls, whether it be a home run or a single, or in this case, a double, 2 doubles in 2 innings.
Now it's Spencer Smith for Newport. Another man that had a big hit last night against the Bristol Blues. Reached base 3 times, but his most notable at bat, a solo home run. And this is a battle. We talk about a battle of 2 Louisville Cardinals. It's a battle of 2 guys that played in the Newport Collegiate Baseball League last year, between Allegretti and Smith. First pitch he sees is too low for ball 1.
And that home run, as you mentioned, it just snuck out of here in right center field, just above the Newport Gulls championship banner, and it hit the net. At first look, it almost appeared to be a wall ball double, but then they ruled it a home run. Kind of reminds you of when a ball hits the shelf at Fenway Park.
Or earlier this year, remember Reese Hoskins' home run that was called not a home run because it stayed in the ballpark very closely?
A little different here at Cardingsfield, of course, with an inning that not a part of the field for a double. Smith hits this one hard, but on the ground to the first baseman Masterman, who steps on the bag to retire the side. Newport gets 1 hit and strands Perillo at second base, and we're through 3 full here at Cardines Field. Why don't we keep it here on the NECBL Broadcast Network, and I'll toss it to my broadcast partner, John Perrick, to give us a look around the NECBL. John?
Well, thank you, Zach. We've got 6 games in action tonight, beginning with the Bristol Blues taking on the Valley Blue Sox. Bristol leads, or rather trails that game, 2-0 right now. That's in the top of the 4th. Then the Ocean State Waves are trailing right now to the Mystic Schooners. They trail by a score of 5-2 in the bottom of the 6th. The North Adams Steeplecats right now trail to Upper Valley by a score of 3-0. And then the Winnipesaukee Muskrats and the Keene Swamp Bats are tied all up in the top of the 5th at a score of 1-1. And for the North Shore Navigators, well, they are tied with the Sanford Mainers 4-4. That game's in the top of the 4th.
To the top of the 4th, Aaron. To the top of the 4th, here we go. I'll toss it over to my broadcast partner, Kristen Gardecki, to take us through innings 4, 5, and 6. Kristen, take it away.
Thank you, Zach Letson. New pitcher on the mound for the Newport Gulls. It's going to be Chris Aldrich from UCLA with the Bruins. In his first season in the NECBL, his first season this year was with the Bruins. He is paired up with his brother Jack, who's also on the Gulls roster right now from Tulane. And last summer for Aldrich, played in the Northwoods League with the Fond du Lac Spiders and made 10 appearances, 0-1, 2.70 ERA, 12 strikeouts in 16 innings for the Spiders out in Wisconsin. And not many stats this year with UCLA, so didn't really play a lot. But he was a very good prospect for UCLA coming in. And he will go against Danbury's Dylan LaFrary. Then it is Banks Griffith and Zach Sellinger to come up for the Westerners here in the 4th inning here on the NECBL Network.
Yeah, Aldrich, a top 50 arm according to Perfect Game in the state of California, and as John alluded to, someone that we expected to see first out of the bullpen. Of course, Tulio gets the start for Newport, and he goes 3 innings. Let's give you his final line tonight for the Gulls. 3 innings, just 1 hit, 1 run, and it was earned. Came back in the first inning on the RBI single from Jack Payton, the catcher. 7 walks and 2 strikeouts. 7 walks, but really limited the damage tonight. A lot of base runners left on for Danbury, including 3 in the top of the 3rd inning, and just 1 run across, and gets over to the bullpen with a 2-run lead now as we go to the 4th.
And you mentioned a lot of runners left on, both in the 1st and the 3rd. The Westerners left the bases loaded with Matt Zaffino up, and they stranded him. So Aldrich comes in here for his first appearance as a Gull for Newport. He is a native of Oak Park, California, went to Notre Dame High School out there. And he will come on here. He is a right-handed pitcher, and he'll face against Dylan LaFrary in his 2nd Westerners appearance this season. He was 2 for 3 in his first game back on Saturday, including an RBI. So here's Dylan LaFrary from Wilton, Connecticut for Danbury, leading off this inning. The first pitch just misses as the catcher Ceruto tried to frame it, but could not frame it enough. And it's 1-0 to start us off here. Aldrich steps in and fires, grounded by LaFrary. He will try to get to first. Making the play there is Smith. The throw, not in time, and then a quick infield single for Dylan LaFrary. And the Westerners have their 2nd hit of the ball game.
Yeah, it was going to be a near impossible play for Smith, who tried to make it anyway. It was a quick transition, but really had to charge the baseball, a ball that was hit hard, but right into the ground, and had to come make a lot of progress, and that's what you need of Denver. They've done a great job. The question hasn't been about getting base runners tonight. They've done a great job of that. Now it's about taking advantage of those opportunities.
And getting hits as well. They only had 5 hits last night, as Griffith shows bunt, but holds back as that one was inside from Aldrich. For a 1-0 count with the runner at first. Danbury trying to cut the lead in half. Griffith has 1 home run this year. He's batting .428, 6 for 14. 5 RBIs so far for the Stetson Hatter. The 1-0 is popped up high and deep. Back there is Rogers. He will get under it and make the catch in the shade for 1 out. Easy play for Rogers as Griffith put a good drive into that one.
Yeah, we've seen a couple hard-hit balls here in the last couple of innings for the Westerners. Remarkable that, Kellen Tulio has the mound visit with the bases loaded in 1 out and is able to get 2 pitches on 2 outs. And you mentioned Zaffino. He hit a ball right on the screws, but just hit him right where the Gulls fielders were.
LaFrary goes. The throw from Ceruto is not in time as it is dropped by Smith. rather Brigman. And Danbury has a base runner second in scoring position once again, and Ceruto is going to go talk to his pitcher, try to calm him down here. His first pitch was a ball to a strike to Zach Sellinger. Sellinger steps in here. He is batting 8 for 25 this year for the Westerners. Has the most at-bats on the team. Only has 4 RBIs, had a very good game in Ocean State back on Friday night. Aldrich kicks and fires. That one's upstairs and away. Count goes to 1-1. Tried him with the breaking ball there, but almost got the head of Sellinger. Aldrich looks in, pitches, misses outside. As they do show the miles per hour here at Cardines Field. That was an 84 mile per hour fastball. He's gone up to 87, has Aldrich. It was hard to get a read on him from our analytics gurus, Connor Meisner, because he didn't play it all this year for the UCLA Bruins. The 2-1 misses, 3-1. And Sellinger's head of the count, and that's something that the Westerners would love to see, is being ahead of those accounts, my mistake. Being ahead of those counts. Aldrich looks back, the pitch. Sellinger drives this one. That's coming into plate is Rogers. A blooper, that is gonna get down. Going to third is LaFleury, that's gonna be a hit. And Danbury has runners at the corners, the third hit of the ball game for the Westerners.
And again, we mentioned it was going to be a tough play for Smith to make to start this inning. Jordan Rogers had to cover a lot of ground just to have an opportunity at that baseball. Really kind of hit into no man's land, going back on second thought. I don't know if that is his play to make in terms of was he the closest man to the baseball, but regardless of the fact, that's a huge base hit for the Westerners, who once again, third major opportunity they've had early on in the first 4 innings.
And you can see in the replay there, that one just dropped in front. There was no way Rogers can run all that way in to get it. And tough for Brigman as well. So here comes John Anderson, Georgia Tech, in his second game as a Danbury Westerner. First pitch is in for a ball. He's got some family in the area here in Newport. Coming to see him, always a big destination for Westerner families to come out to Newport. It is absolutely beautiful here. And John Anderson's family, no exception, in his first week as a Westerner, as he came a little late from the NCAA tournament. Second pitch from Aldrich misses. That's another ball. It's 2-0.
And if you're Aldrich right now, this is tough right here. You just gave up 2 hits on a fly ball and a pretty routine ground ball. The ground ball was hit soft enough that he was able to bust it out to first base.
Oh, hello. As Nick LaRusso
keeps us honest in here.
It does.
Nick LaRusso ducking down for that one right in front of us. And it got me a little scared, too. I think it got John, too.
Got to give a shout-out to the fence.
Yes.
Got to give a shout-out to the fence. Without the fence, we wouldn't be here right now.
I don't think my MacBook Pro would be here right now, in fact.
Oh, yeah. So the count goes to 2-1. The pitch here from Aldrich is in for a strike, and the count goes to 2-2 now. To John Anderson, who is 1 for 3 last night with a home run in what we call a Rogers Park fly ball, because that could have been caught in a park like Cardines Field, but that was out of Rogers Park. And what I thought originally was a fly ball, but Anderson hit the home run in his first Westerners game, his second at bat. Pitch, runner goes. Anderson drives this one in. That's a single. Coming home is LaFleury on the hit and run. Dylan LaFleury scores. John Anderson with an RBI single, and the Westerners cut the lead in half.
Great piece of hitting from Anderson to just shoot it right back up the middle, right on the screws. And yeah, part of a really exciting offense this year with the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And there it is. There's the situational hitting, something that Danbury has missed a little bit here in the beginning part of this game. They finally get it, and boy, they've still got a great opportunity. Now down just 1 with a tying run in scoring position and the go-ahead run on base.
This is a big opportunity for a big hitter, Nick LaRusso, who likes hitting here. He did very well here last season in 2019. And for Danbury, that's something they've had struggle with all year, Zach, is situational hitting. And now they finally can use it to good work, as Bobby Rodriguez and Ian Ratcher must be pleased with that. So the first pitch here, Nick LaRusso, is in the dirt from Chris Aldrich. As John Anderson, with his second RBI as a Westerner, his second hit as a Westerner, goes to 2-5 on the young season for the Yellow Jacket. The 1-0. Right down the pipe. Fastball 84 miles per hour. In for a strike, 1-1.
And as I was saying too earlier, it's tough when you force a ground out and then a fly ball. Both end up being hits, and then you give up a pretty hard hit ball up the middle, and it ends up scoring a run. Tough scenario for Aldrich right now.
Danbury has speed at both bases, and Sellinger, who was trying to steal on that hit by Anderson, only went to second. LaRusso fouls this one off, and the count goes to 1-2. Is saying hi to Gully here.
Gully always is part of the broadcast here at Guardians, to say the least. I think John Perrick, my broadcast partner, can attest to that. We were joined by him in the booth, actually during one of the more stressful parts of this game when we had a huge play at the plate.
And he gave you a massage. He just came out here.
It was a stressful time in the ball game. I needed a way to, relax a little bit, right?
I'll tell you this. Last night at Rogers Park, Danbury had a play that should have been called an out because they said Gursky was off the bag. Well, Westy was in the dugout getting ready for the Dizzy Bat race, came out to the umpire and kicked dirt at the umpire in the field.
Oh, boy.
Did he get tossed?
No. Runners go. The throw to second is up high from Ceruto, and Danbury has a double steal as Sellinger to third and Anderson to second. Danbury has the leading run at second.
And I know it doesn't go down as anything in the scorebook, but Dawson Brigman making an athletic play, jumping and catching that ball at second base, might have just saved a run. Otherwise, we might have a tie ball game right now.
So the 2-2 to LaRusso is driven deep. Back there is Cochran at the wall. He did not get it, did he? Yes, he did. But that's going to be a sac fly. Oh, they got him. I think Danbury thought he hit it. It's hard to see from that vantage point.
Oh, my.
No, he is safe.
Okay.
So it is a sac fly. So Danbury ties the game up with a sac fly from Nick LaRusso, a very wonky and weird sac fly that we couldn't really see because it was in front of the warehouse over there on the right field side. But Masterman comes up, and Danbury has tied this game with a runner at third now, and Anderson. First pitch to Masterman is in for a strike. You and I were
just talking about it, weren't we? And that's an area he probably hit it about as far as you could down into that corner. Gotta give credit to Cochran, who was playing a little bit to the left to cover a lot of ground.
As Aldrich throws his one into the dirt, kept up by Ceruto. And its count goes to 1-1 with 2 outs here for Cam Masterman. Second-year Danbury Westerner, hit 8 home runs in 2019 for Danbury. The pitch misses outside, 2-1. As you got the sights and sounds of downtown Newport going on here.
Right in the middle of all of it.
Avenue of the Americas. 2-1. Misses, 3-1 to Cam Masterman. Some of the fans showing their displeasure tonight with the home plate umpire Chris Engstrand, who the Westerners have seen 3 times now this season. Saw him at Ocean State last week. 3-1 is away, and Masterman is on. And that brings up his Louisville teammate Jack Payton with the runners in the corner again.
Yeah, this is something that Danbury has done all night long, able to work walks. 7 walks from Tulio, and the first from Aldrich. And again, it's been a Westerners offense. Although they haven't been able to find too many big hits, they've certainly applied the pressure here in the early innings.
Right now, Danbury with 4 base hits. That one misses from Aldrich. Now, for Aldrich, he didn't play this year for UCLA, so might be him getting used to everything as he didn't have a lot of playing time for the Bruins, but he probably threw a bunch of live at-bats, if you had to guess. The 1-0. Nice breaking ball in for a strike, and the count goes to 1-1. Runners at the corners, leading run at third, and John Anderson. With Cam Masterman at first. But his third walk of the game for Masterman is throws back there. It goes off of Masterman as he dives back. Perillo gets it quickly. Anderson thought about going home, but he did not. So Jack Payton, who singled the first Danbury run in back in the first and walked in the third inning. That one misses outside. Ceruto fakes the throw to first. Masterman gets back. It is now 2-1 to the Orwin Park, Illinois native. And I was talking with Jack today. Grew up, actually played hockey growing up. But there's a cooler fact about Jack, which we'll get to after this pitch. The 2-1. Driven down the third base line. Foul. Hard hit by Jack Payton.
That's some close call there
That
from
was
our
really
vantage
close.
point.
I thought that was in.
Yeah.
It definitely looked fair. I'll be honest up here in the booth. It was a ball that was, to be fair, it was tailing in the foul direction as it was going towards the bag. But, and a question because where was it when it went over the bag? 'Cause it doesn't matter if it's going foul. If it's fair when it goes over the bag, that's a fair ball and a very, very close play. And funny for Newport, they were on the same side of this on Saturday. A very controversial call called a fair ball against Ocean State.
Masterman goes. Ceruto hangs on. That's going to be a stolen base as Danbury has the runners at second and third. And talking about Jack Payton, his brother, Mark Payton, is an outfielder for the Cincinnati Reds. Just made his Major League Baseball debut last year. Did Mark Payton, drafted by the Yankees, played in the Mariners organization, now at the Reds. As Payton fouls this one up, actually going over the plate is Kiley. Yeah, it is fouled. So my assumption was correct. It is foul ball. But yes, Jack Payton's brother is Mark Payton of the Cincinnati Reds. And I talked about it. He said it's really cool to have a brother who's playing in the bigs. And I want to get there someday. And I'm sure that's every kid's dream who's playing in this league. Of course, the NECBL's motto is to keep your eye on the dream. And yeah, Jack Payton, his brother Mark, is in the major leagues. I don't think he played in the NECBL, but very cool. As a swing and a miss, down goes Peyton. Aldrich surrenders 2 runs, but the Westerners tie it back up at 3. You're watching the Westerners and Gulls here on the NECBL Network.
Join over 200 major leaguers by wearing custom Franklin batting gloves as members of the Franklin family. To design your own custom pair of batting gloves, visit franklinsports.com and join the fam. Fans, the NECBL's broadcast network brings all of the action right to your home every night. Available on your desktop, laptop, mobile device, as well as your Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, or Android for just $8. Purchase a weekly subscription for $20, a monthly pass for $40, or an all-season pass for $80. Head to watch.necbl.com for more information and for a full streaming schedule. The 2021 New England League All-Star Game will be hosted by the Newport Gulls at historic Cardines Field on Sunday, July 18th. Join the NECBL's best as they take to the diamond in front of scouts from every MLB organization at Cardines Field in Newport, Rhode Island. Visit asg21.necbl.com for more information. You!
One and one, the count. There we go. Fouled back by Ceruto, and the count goes to 1-2 for the Danbury Westerners. Once again, glad you can be with us here on the NECBL Network from beautiful Cardines Field in Newport, Rhode Island. The 1-2 from Alec Reddy. Swing and a miss. Christian Alec Reddy with a strikeout there. That is his 4th of the night for the Bryant Bulldog. 82 miles per hour changeup from Gretty. So here comes CJ Pitaro from Vanderbilt. Pitch misses, 1-0. Pitaro coming up for the Newport Gulls. So the 1-0 from Allegretti. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Pitaro's an interesting story, playing out of the big-time school in Vanderbilt. And he didn't play a lot this year for Vanderbilt. Is that one swung on and missed? 1-2. For Allegretti, another 1-2 count against Pitaro, who's playing third today. Pitch. Got him, strike 3, looking. I was about to get it. His father, Chris, played 3 seasons in Major League Baseball for Detroit and Minnesota. But Allegretti with his 5th strikeout of the game. And here comes Jordan Rogers, who singled his last time up.
I've been impressed by Allegretti and the way he's come out here in the 4th inning after a couple of innings where Newport has had big hits in just about all 3, but has really settled in here in the 4th.
Pitch from Allegretti is in for a strike, looking at the knees. 0-1 from the Majestic Stallion, as he's known in Danbury. The pitch misses, 1-1. That's what our team mom, Sherry Tyrell, calls him, is the Majestic Stallion, because he's Italian, of course. 1-1. Just misses, 2-1. A little low for comfort there from Chris Engstrand. And it's now 2-1. Tie game, 3-3. Allegretti gets that one in. The count goes 2-2. And as I like to say, deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th, tie game.
Now we just need the score to be 2-2, right?
Yeah, subtract a run from each team as that one is cut on, fouled back, misses the glove of Peyton from Rogers. Peyton had that would have been strike 3. But we stay alive here and wonder if this is Allegretti's last inning of work. They want him around 65 pitches. His coaches from Bryant are here tonight watching, as they were here when he pitched last Friday in Ocean State. The pitch from Allegretti. Swing and a miss. Christian Allegretti strikes out the side, and he is fired up. Score remains tied as we head to the 5th inning here on the NECBL Network, Westerners and Gulls.
Franklin Sports is proud to be the official batting glove of the New England League. This summer, the NECBL and its 14 organizations join over 200 major leaguers by wearing custom Franklin batting gloves as members of the Franklin family. To design your own custom pair of batting gloves, visit franklinsports.com and join the fam. Fans, the NECBL's broadcast network brings all of the action right to your home every night. Available on your desktop, laptop, mobile device, as well as your Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, or Android TV device. Enjoy single-day passes for just $8. Purchase a weekly subscription for $20, a monthly pass for $40, or an all-season pass for $80. Head to watch.necbl.com for more information and for a full streaming schedule. The 2021 New England League All-Star Game will be hosted by the Newport Gulls at historic Cardines Field on Sunday, July 18th. Join the NECBL's best as they take to the diamond in front of scouts from every MLB organization at Cardines Field in Newport, Rhode Island. Visit asg21.necbl.com for more information. You, our loyal fans, will be selecting 2 players to this year's All-Star Game. Beginning on Monday, July 12th, fans will be able to vote for the final All-Star for each of the North and South Division teams. The player from each division with the most votes will be named to the NECBL All-Star Team and suit up with the rest of the All-Stars on Sunday, July 18th in Newport. Fan voting will take place online at vote21.necbl.com beginning on Monday, July 12th.
Welcome back here to Cardines Field. We have a new pitcher on the mound, the 3rd one of the day for the Newport Gulls. It is a second-year goal, a 2019 goal. He is wearing number 14, Justin Cherry from the University of Rhode Island. And here to tell us about him, Zach Letson.
Yeah, Cherry, a guy, maybe a little surprised for Gulls fans to see him in a bullpen role. This is a guy that you mentioned he pitched with Newport in 2019 and led the team with 37 and 2/3 innings pitched, and also led them with 8 starts and 5 victories. As seasoned of an arm as you are going to find on this roster for Newport, and now he comes in a really crucial spot to try to keep this game tied.
Yeah, game is tied 3-3 here, heading to the top of the 5th. He'll go against Connor Harding, Matt Safio, and Dylan LaFreri for the Westerners. And the left-handed batting Connor Harding from UConn will lead off. The pitch, Harding shows bunt, misses, and pulls back, and it's 1-0.
It's worth mentioning, Cherry has pitched once this year for the Gulls. He started against the Keene Swamp Bats, but of course that's an exhibition game.
That one in for a strike, 1-1. We'll get the final line total here on Chris Aldrich. 1-0, 1 inning pitched, 3 hits, 2 earned, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, however. That one misses. It is now 2-1, which gives a total of 8 walks in the day for the Newport Gulls, which for Kevin Winter, Greg Zackerson, not a great number. The 2-1. Harding drives this one deep. That is going to come in, and that will drop in for a single. Connor Harding leads off the inning strong, and Danbury, who has struggled to get leadoff runners on, has done great tonight with it. Harding with a hit, and Danbury has a single, and here comes Matt Safino.
Yeah, maybe they've struggled this season, but certainly not tonight. Have had traffic on the base paths just about every inning except the second inning. 7 base runners, seven batters sent to the plate in the first, 6 in the third, and then a really long fourth inning where they're able to tie this game. They've done a great job of putting themselves in great situations to drive in runs.
So Matt Safino, who was on for 2 of the base load situations, but got out both times, included a strikeout and a fly out to Kiley. Comes in with a first pitch strike from Justin Sherry. Safino, former Hamilton College player, as he throws back to Harding. And he's in safely. Safino transferring from Hamilton, did not play this year for Hamilton. He'll be going to Fairfield University on that very good stack team for Coach Courier. The 0-1, swing and a miss by Safino. Count goes to 0-2, and for Ian Ratcher, there's a lot of depth on this team. He has a lot of bats to choose from the lineup. They're missing one guy tonight, Justin Jordan, who's out with a family gathering or some sort tonight. But it's good for a coach, especially the Gulls as well, have a lot of bats.
But when you talk about arms, although it's surprising to see Cherry in the game tonight.
Safino strikes out, and he is out. And the first strikeout of the game for Justin Cherry.
I think that you've got to imagine Cherry's going to probably be in here for more than maybe 3 innings, really maybe give Newport a long relief effort just to give those other arms a bit of a rest, because the Newport Gulls have been using a lot of their bullpen as of late.
I think it makes sense, John, when you talk about it, because Tulio, their starter, you have a starter that goes 3 innings, maybe not as long as other starters this season. So now a little different, bringing a starter in a relief appearance to try to get that extended out.
As the pitch from Sherry. And you talk about that last night when the Westerners playing against the Sharks. Sharks had a co-start. Dan Hagerty went the first 4 innings. Then Noah Johnson from Virginia Tech went 4 innings. He struck out 12 batters in 15 at-bats, believe it or not. Part of those 21 strikeouts the Westerners had. And then Alex Galvan closed it out in the 9th. And then 8-3 win for Martha's Vineyard. That one was safe as Harding, as here comes Dylan LaFreri. He singled to lead off the 4th inning. His last at-bat. Starting the Danbury rally to tie this one. Pitch inside, 2-0 rather. To Dylan LaFreri from Wilton, Connecticut. Teammates with Henry Stremecki, his Danbury teammate now. At Wilton High for the Warriors. Played at San Diego, played at Arkansas. Now he's with UNC Wilmington with the Seahawks in the Colonial Athletic Association. As the 2-0 is cut on and miss, a big swing and a miss by LaFreri, this is his 2nd game as a Westerner, just joined the team last week. The 2-1 throw back to first, and safely is Harding. While it is rare to see a pickoff attempt successfully, the Westerners actually had one pitcher throw 2 successful pickoff attempts back last Sunday, or 2 Sundays ago, in Valley. Ren Lintz did it. As Cherry tries again, he has a good pickoff move, and in safely is Harding, who doesn't have much speed, to be honest. But wouldn't be surprised if Bobby Rodriguez sends him.
Cherry is all over Harding right now. And if there's one really aggressive pitcher, it's definitely Justin Cherry.
Pitch in for strike 2, and the count goes to 2-2 with the runner on first. And 1 out for Justin Cherry. as he goes against Dylan LaFrary. Harding at first for Danbury.
And we've heard a lot about how competitive this Newport Gulls team is. Well, if there's one pitcher that Coach Zackerson really is all over and thinks he's the most competitive arm out there in the pen, it's Justin Cherry.
And that's why he's back here in Newport, of course, as well. The 2-2. Just misses. I think LaFrary himself thought that was strike three as he was almost going back to the dugout.
Cherry definitely unsettled with that call.
As Chris Engstring calls it a ball, and now it's a full count here. Here comes the payoff pitch from the righty from the University of Rhode Island. The full count payoff pitch. Inside, ball 4. And 2 on here for Banks Griffith.
Well, 2 fairly close pitches there to earn the walk. Give credit where credit's due to the 8-hitter LaFrary, able to do a good job. And that we keep saying it. I mean, Danbury maybe struggled a little bit in the first few innings with getting hits in crucial situations, but if you give yourself enough opportunities, eventually you're going to come through, and they've tied this game with 2 runs an inning ago, and now, just an inning later, another huge opportunity.
So 2 on here for the Westerners for Banks Griffith, who check swings. Did he go? Yes, he did. Runner to third is Harding. And now Westerners have runners at the corners once again.
That's just excellent heads-up base running there. Just completely stole a bag there.
It is 0-1 is the count. That was called a strike.
Also caught Ceruto sleeping a little bit because Ceruto stopped it and then just took his time to get to the ball. And now it's men on the corners.
As a check back on LaFrary, he's in safely. The 0-1. Swing and a miss by Griffith. That was a very nice breaking ball. And the count goes to 0-2. Runners from the corners again. Griffith here is 0 for 2, or rather 0 for 1. He walked his first time up, then flew out to center to Rogers. The pitch. That one's laced and will get down. The Danbury Westerners take a lead on an RBI single by Banks Griffith.
What a great job by the 9-hitter Griffith to stay patient, wait for an off-speed pitch to get to him, and then he just lofted it, just floated it where no Newport Gull could get out in shallow left field. Credit where credit's due to the Westerners. They've done a good job here in these last couple innings of rallying and getting some huge hits.
And that's something we haven't seen a lot this season. We saw it in Ocean State last week, however, for Danbury. We saw it against Bristol for the most part in the first couple innings, but we haven't seen it a lot throughout the whole year as that one's inside. Of course, we can mention the 17-run inning the Westerners had against Bristol, a franchise record, in the 6th inning on opening night. That's when it happened. There was a lot of walks given, though. I think there was 15 by Bristol pitchers. As on that play, Harding thought Kiley was going to get to it, and he was holding up just in case if that one misses. Harding held up, and then once he saw it was going to drop, he started going home and just walked to home and giving Danbury a 4-3 lead. Danbury has not won a lot in this ballpark. I believe they only had 1 out of 2 won here back in 2019 and 1 out of 2 back in 2018, which included a couple 20-plus run losses.
Well, I know it's Danbury's first time in this ballpark this year, but no opposing team has won in this ballpark against the Newport Gulls. Their lone loss,
anyone.
Their lone loss coming on the road in Connecticut against the Mystic Schooners. So trying to do something that hasn't been done quite yet. 3 victories here at home.
Danbury 1-2 at home. Pitch. Gets in for a strike. Westerners are 2-2 on the road. Rather 2-3, correction. 2-3 on the road. When we talk about that game with Mystic, you were telling me Rohan Honda was absolutely sensational for Mystic. He's pitching tonight for the Schooners. That one is in for strike number 2, and the count goes full.
Yeah, you want to talk about one of the pitchers to watch in this league. He did a great job against a Newport lineup that hasn't really been stopped by just about any other pitcher across the league.
Yeah, Honda will probably get drafted next month. Runners go. Got him, strike 3. LaFrary to third as Selinger gets caught looking for his second strikeout of the game. LaFrary to third. Griffith to second, and that brings up John Anderson, who had the game-tying RBI single his last time up.
Well, it works like a sacrifice bunt
in a lot of ways, doesn't it? Because Ceruto has to hold that pitch and try to frame it a little bit to get the strike 3 call. It's a huge second out, but if you're Danbury, now you got 2 runners in scoring position.
Correction, actually, Anderson got the second run batted in back in the 4th inning. But he comes up here with runners on second and third once again. Danbury clawing their way back into this one. The pitch fouled off with a check swing right to the little metal door right on the third base side. And that's in for a strike as Ceruto talks to his fellow returning goal in Justin Cherry.
And for Winter Road, this is basically the last thing he wanted to see. You bring in a starter like Justin Cherry, he gets into trouble, gives up a run. The Westerners now take a 4-3 lead, but hopefully Cherry can come back and give Ceruto.
As this one is driven deep by Anderson. Back to the wall. It is off the wall. 1 run will score. 2 will score. Anderson into second, not in time. And Danbury has a 6-3 lead.
Well, I was about to say hopefully he can get out of the jam and give Ceruto and the Gulls what they want, but there goes the lead.
And Danbury has a 6-3 lead on a 2-run RBI double by John Anderson. And what Alex Giobbi, our director of player personnel for Westerners, was telling me, this kid can rake, and he has shown it so far. He is now 3 for 6, or rather 3 for 7 in his first 2 Westerners games so far, with 4 RBIs. That one misses.
Yeah, a home run last night in his debut, and that nearly home run distance, really impressive contact. And we mentioned he played with one of the most exciting offenses in all of college baseball in Georgia Tech, and you can see the impressive, exciting firepower he brings to this Danbury team.
As LaRusso fouls us back right towards us. Don't kill me, Nicky. But Nicky Lowe, just try not to kill me here. But the Westerners, yeah, John Anderson, you saw him play firsthand in the ACC against Miami, and he was really impressive for Georgia Tech. I was really excited talking about him with Alex Giobbi and Chris Nathanson and Ian Ratchford, and they're excited to have him. The 0-2. Tapped in front by LaRusso. Cherry will make the easy play. Actually, it's dropped, and he's in safe. That one, that's going to be an E3, is what they're going to call it, as Cherry threw it. It was in the dirt. Perillo could not hold on to it. It might be, I'd give it an error on the pitcher because he threw it low. So that's going to be an error on Justin Cherry as it is overturned. Look at the replay here. Yeah, Perillo lost it, but that was in the dirt as Levante Palmer calls it safe. And that brings up Cam Masterman, runners on first and third, again for the Westerners. And from bad to worse for Newport.
When I was talking to Winter Road before the game, he said, let's limit the mental errors. Right there, Justin Cherry, all he had to do was take a second, plant your feet, get a good grip on the ball, and throw it to first, and the inning would be over. But there, a huge mental error costs the Gulls.
First pitch is in for a strike at the knees, 76-mile-per-hour breaking ball from Justin Cherry against Cam Masterman. Second pitch inside, back-to-back returning Westerners here against Cherry. So we got 4 guys who are really in the center of it all. Ceruto, LaRusso, Cherry, and Masterman, who all were here in the NECBL in 2019. The 1-1 is driven by Masterman. In comes Anderson. That's going to get to the wall. Diving there is Kiley. He'll hold on to it. Masterman into second easily. LaRusso to third. And the Westerners lead this one 7-3 on a 2-out RBI double by Cameron Masterman.
Well, this game has been turned on its head, and you got to give a lot of credit. Kind of the floodgates are opening. This really talented middle part of this Danbury lineup. They take advantage of a mistake. They make Justin Cherry pay on the mound, and that's after a double that was crushed by Anderson. Really good piece of contact from the Louisville Cardinal.
And here comes the other Louisville Cardinal in the lineup, Jack Payton. And for Ian Ratchford, Bobby Rodriguez, and Dean White, who's here with us, and Connor Frail not here, the coaching staff, they really wanted to see a big turnover from last night, and they really have so far through the first half of this game. Cherry looks in. First pitch was cut on fouled by Jack Payton. Second pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him chasing on that one. 77 miles per hour from Cherry. 0-2.
And Danbury's just done such a great job at capitalizing so far. After leaving the bases loaded in the first and only getting 1 run out of that, they're taking advantage of some good opportunities.
As Payton drives this one deep, but that is going to get foul. Probably was out of here, but it is a foul ball. Danbury is just firing in all cylinders on Justin Cherry, and he has no answer for them for the most part.
But this is a huge at-bat. Newport really has to get their bats back out there.
Pitch from Cherry. In the dirt, held on by Ceruto. It's 1-2, and this has been a tough 2-inning stretch for the Gulls, and their fans are not very pleased.
But one thing that's made Newport so good is when they give up a stretch like this, it's how they respond with the bats.
Right. I wouldn't be shocked if they do. Cherry. Got him looking, strike 3, but Danbury tacks on 4 to take a 4-run lead, 7-3, headed to the bottom of the 5th inning here on the NECBL Network. 7-3, Westerners lead.
NECBL's broadcast network brings all of the action right to your home every night. Available on your desktop, laptop, mobile device, as well as your Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, or Android TV device. Enjoy single-day passes for just $8. Purchase a weekly subscription for $20, a monthly pass for $40, or an all-season pass for $80. Head to watch.necbl.com for more information and for a full streaming schedule. The 2021 New England League All-Star Game will be hosted by the Newport Gulls at historic Cardines Field on Sunday, July 18th. Join the NECBL's best as they take to the diamond in front of scouts from every MLB organization at Cardines Field in Newport, Rhode Island. Visit asg21.necbl.com for more information. You, our loyal fans, will be selecting 2 players to this year's All-Star Game. Beginning on Monday, July 12th, fans will be able to vote for the final All-Star for each of the North and South Division teams. The player from each division with the most votes will be named to the NECBL All-Star Team and suit up with the rest of the All-Stars on Sunday, July 18th in Newport. Fan voting will take place online at vote21.necbl.com beginning on Monday, July 12th. Island resident or
Welcome back to Cardines Field. We got a new pitcher for the Danbury Westerners. It's Trinity College's Jimmy Fahey from Danbury, Connecticut, who went to Immaculate High School in Danbury, played for Danbury's pitching coach Dean White there, and he is here tonight. Dean is. And Fahey is in. This is going to be his 3rd appearance of the season. So here comes Kylie, and that one is fouled back as we'll get Fahey's stats on the year here for the season.
And right after that inning, as Newport was leaving the field, we saw a little team meeting right in front of home plate.
The 0-1 from Fahey. In for a strike. He has been very solid for Western to start the year in 1 3 2/3 innings this season for Danbury. Has given up only 2 hits, has a strikeout and a walk, which included that win against Ocean State on the 11th. Second pitch misses low and outside. He's had a very solid year, 1-2, 5 ERA, but a lot of strikeouts for the Bantams at Trinity College, and one of the best pitchers to ever come through Immaculate High School in Danbury for Coach Dean White.
Zach, it's been a while since we've seen Newport trail like this tonight.
Yeah, this ties the biggest deficit Newport has faced this season, something that they aren't too accustomed to, but you're talking about an offense that has been head and shoulders the best offense in the league, and if you can just give them an opportunity here, keep this at a 4-run deficit, and these bats can hope to try to do the rest.
That one got him looking, strike 3 for Jimmy Fahey. And you were mentioning, Zach, Newport has not been down this way, but it has been a very strong night for Danbury, who, of course, they've had the 17-run inning. That's been their biggest, lead of the season. But this has been one of their best performances in a couple innings, in a couple games for Ian Ratchford and co.
And I'll tell you what, that was a beautiful breaking ball from Fahey to Kylie, who's been a great hitter for the Gulls this year.
Pitch in from Fahey to Cochran. Misses. Danbury has struck out their last 4 batters. 3 strikeouts by Allegretti to end the inning. And his final line total for Christian Allegretti, 4 innings pitched, as that one is in for a strike 1 and 1. 4 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 earned. 1 will go unearned because of the error by Allegretti, and had 5 strikeouts for Christian Allegretti. Fahey looks in, kicks and fires, misses low to Cochran.
And I don't think Newport's ever needed a bigger hit from Cochran than they do right now. After a tough previous inning, Newport would love some extra bases right here.
Saw some kids climbing on some monkey bars out there on the screen. I can't do that. No way I can. Pitch from Fahey. Did he go? He did not go. Yes, he did. Count is going to go 2-2. Could not see the call from the first base umpire, Levante Palmer, but he did go, and count goes 2-2. Fahey looks in. The 2-2. Grounded off by Cochran. Jimmy Fahey gets it and takes it himself. Nice work by big number 37. Using his speed.
Yeah, that's an impressive play by Fahey, because I think it was probably the only play that Danbury has when he's made his way over there, and the first baseman wasn't going to get to that in time to make the transfer over to Fahey. He had to take it himself, and he did that to beat a speedy Cochran to the back.
So here comes Dawson Brigman for the Newport Gulls. Singled his first time up, scored one of the early runs. Lined out, and as the first pitch from Fahey is cut on and missed, foul tipped into the glove of Jack Payton. Beautiful night here in Newport, Rhode Island, as the sun begins to set. Pitch. Just in on the corner. 0-2. Love the atmosphere here all the time. It's probably one of the best atmospheres in summer ball. The 0-2. Beautiful breaking ball, but just misses outside to Dawson Brigman. So Fahey steps in. Pitch grounded right back to Jimmy Fahey. He'll make the flip to Cam Masterman. A 1-2-3 inning for the former Mustang of Immaculate High School in the Trinity Bantam. Westerners lead this one 7-3, headed to the 6th inning here on the NECBL Network.
Loyal fans will be selecting 2 players to this year's All-Star Game. Beginning on Monday, July 12th, fans will be able to vote for the final All-Star for each of the North and South Division teams. The player from each division with the most votes will be named to the NECBL All-Star Team and suit up with the rest of the All-Stars on Sunday, July 18th in Newport. Fan voting will take place online at vote21.necbl.com beginning on Monday, July. Franklin Sports is proud to be the official batting glove of the New England League. This summer, the NECBL and its 14 organizations join over 200 major leaguers by wearing custom Franklin batting gloves as members of the Franklin family. To design your own custom pair of batting gloves, visit franklinsports.com and join the fam. Fans, the NECBL's broadcast network brings all of the action right to your home every night. Available on your desktop, laptop, mobile device, as well as your Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, or Android TV device. Enjoy single-day passes for just $8. Purchase a weekly subscription for $20, a monthly pass for $40, or an all-season pass for $80. Head to watch.necbl.com for more information and for a full streaming schedule.
Welcome back here to Cardines Field. Justin Cherry back on for his 2nd inning of work tonight for the Gulls, where he gave up 3 earned runs, 1 was unearned, and 4 hits, but did strike out 3 for Justin Cherry. And he will come up against the man who he started the last inning against, Connor Harding. It'll be Harding, Tofino, Lafreri, if necessary. Pitch In for a strike from Justin Cherry, and hopefully for Cherry, gets a little better inning here.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to tip your cap. That was an outstanding inning by the Westerners. Sent 9 to the plate, pushed 4 across.
Harding drives one up the middle. That is going to make a play there by Smith. The throw. Beautiful play by Spencer Smith.
Outstanding play by Smith. And Smith, he's shown a lot of talent so far this season in the infield. Really great to see him cover that much ground and come up throwing.
So Matt Zaffino steps up for the Westerners, has 2 strikeouts on the night, and flew out the first 2 with the bases loaded, of course. He'll come up against Justin Cherry, who struck him out. 1 of 3 strikeouts for Cherry in that last inning. Pitch, swing and a miss. Starting just like it started last time, a swinging strike. Danbury doing better on the strikeout total this time. They've only given up 6 compared to last night's 21. Pitch. In, 0-2. So Cherry steps back. Pitch from Cherry. Just misses. It is now 1-2.
Yeah, getting the trust of Kevin Winter to go back out there. Interested to see how he bounces back. He got a great play from behind him from Smith. And, you know, this game very far from over with the Gulls bats. Trusting him to try to go out there and get a clean inning.
The 1-2. And Zaffino strikes out for the 3rd time as Cherry gets him looking.
And there it is right there. That's impressive from Cherry to try to paint that corner there. And 2 quick outs. Really what you need to keep this game intact.
4th strikeout of the game for Justin Cherry. And here comes Dylan LaFrary, who singled back in the 4th, walked in the 5th, started Danbury's rally as he swings and a miss in this one. And it is 0-1 to the UNC Wilmington Seahawk. The 0-1. In for a strike from Cherry, and he's really settled down, it seems, has Justin Cherry.
And this would be huge just to give a big confidence boost to Newport if Cherry can get it out here and give them a 1-2-3 inning.
The 0-2. Just misses. LaFrary for the 2nd time started walking to the dugout thinking that was strike 3.
Never a good look.
Well, it's good look because he keeps him in the at-bat. The 1-2. That one misses. Maybe he just steps in. He has that weird step in there, but it's 2-2, and I'll say it for the 2nd time tonight, deuces are wild.
I'd have to think it has to do with how he kind of leans in to see where the pitch is going, and because he's leaning in so much, he then takes a step in.
The 2-2. Yes, he did it again there. Yep.
The third straight pitch,
yeah, 3rd straight ball here from Cherry, which really how his first bat against LaFrary went as well.
Although it does appear that he would be agreeing with the umpire that it would be a 3rd strike with the way he
Yes. The 3-2. Popped up by LaFrary. That is, Ceruto looks, that's going to get out and come right behind us to the firehouse. And another payoff pitch coming from Justin Cherry. Wonder if there is any action in either bullpen. Jimmy Fahey was very solid for Danbury with the 1-2-3 inning. Cherry's really calmed down here as he gets him looking strike 3, and that's his 5th one of the day. Justin Cherry gets 2 strikeouts and a ground out. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Westerners lead this one 7-3 here on the NECBL Network.
The NECBL's broadcast network brings all of the action right to your home every night. Available on your desktop, laptop, mobile device, as well as your Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, or Android TV device. Enjoy single-day passes for just $8. Purchase a weekly subscription for $20, a monthly pass for $40, or an all-season pass for $80. Head to watch.necbl.com for more information and for a full streaming schedule. The 2021 New England League All-Star Game will be hosted by the Newport Gulls at historic Cardines Field on Sunday, July 18th. Join the NECBL's best as they take to the diamond in front of scouts from every MLB organization at Cardines Field in Newport, Rhode Island. Visit asg21.necbl.com for more information. You, our loyal fans, will be selecting 2 players to this year's All-Star Game. Beginning on Monday, July 12th, fans will be able to vote for the final All-Star for each of the North and South Division teams. The player from each division with the most votes will be named to the NECBL All-Star Team and suit up with the rest of the All-Stars on Sunday, July 18th in Newport. Fan voting will take place online.
Welcome back here to Cardines Field. Justin Guerrera will lead off, and he'll go against another Connecticut native, and that is Jimmy Fahey of the Danbury Westerners. First pitch of the inning, Guerrero had a 2-run home run to open the scoring for Newport and gave them a 2-1 lead. Now you go against Jimmy Fahey, who put out the goals in order 1-2-3 his last time up.
And
Second pitch in for a strike. Yes, John?
Yeah, and after back-to-back 1-2-3 innings, Newport really needs to get something going here, especially when you're trailing by 4.
Zach was saying they have 12 outs to work with here. As Guerrero drives to one, and that is in for a single and right on cue. And Newport has their first hit since the 3rd inning.
I mean, it's what he does. A home run to start in the 1st inning, a big double yesterday, 3 hits on Sunday, the home run on Saturday. He has been all over the place. Whenever Newport has had something good going offensively, it's usually because of him. He's usually at the center of it.
So Cal Perello, the big right-handed bat, first baseman, who will foul this one back. And it is now 0-1. Cal Perillo from Rhode Island College.
And if Danbury thinks that they're going to win this baseball game easily, if they think Newport's not going to give them a fight, they're dead wrong. This game is far from over.
Oh, I am 100% sure that Ian Ratzer is telling him, keep fighting, keep thinking of it as a 0-0 game. And that's something he always preaches to the guys, is fight until the very last strike. So 1-1 is the count from Jimmy Fahey here to Cal Perillo, a pair of D3 as he throws back to first. No slide needed for Justin Guerrera, who, as you mentioned, Zach, was very good in the Austin region. When I watched that Fairfield run, as it's grounded by Perillo, but go foul. And I watched that Fairfield run because we had a couple former Westerners playing there. 3-year Westerner Eli Oliphant, Trey McLaughlin, and he was probably the best bat there. And it was unfortunate they didn't have Mike Caruso, who was the player of the year in the Metro Conference, but he was a good substitute for him to be their best player.
Yeah, really exciting team, and you could see why with the way that Guerrero plays.
Grounded to LaRusso. He'll get one at second. Anderson to first. Got him! 5-4-3 double play. LaRusso to Anderson to Masterman.
And
Beautiful.
If you're Danbury, could you ask for anything more than a twin killer right about now?
Definitely. I mean, that was beautiful by LaRusso. You look at the replay there, and textbook. And here comes Spencer Smith for the Gulls, who grounded out to Cam Masterman his last time up. Danbury's only given up 6 hits as he fouls this one, but before this it was 5. And the pitching has been very good for Danbury tonight, and pitching hasn't really been a big problem depending on the game. First innings have been a problem for Danbury pitching-wise, but innings 2 through 9 can be pretty good for the Westerners. As he fouled this one off, the second one comes in for a strike from Jimmy Fahey, who grew up watching going to Danbury Westerner games in Danbury. Seeing all those guys, saw Ian Rashford play back in 2012 for those Westerners. He was on that team. That lost to the Newport Gulls, of course. The 0-2 fouled back by Smith. And we stay alive here as there's Ratch getting the ball right now. Go, Ratch, go. Nice grab, Skip.
That double play just seems like a punch in the gut for Newport. They're trying to get something together offensively. They just got a 1-2-3 inning out of Cherry, and then that happens.
Fahey looks in. The 0-2 fouled off, and we'll stay alive here for the 4th pitch of the at-bat, or for the 5th pitch of the at-bat, rather. And that was actually the first double play of the game for the Westerners tonight, and they usually give up a lot of double plays this season, especially with good shortstops like Griffith or Sebastian Murillo, who's not playing tonight. Fahey, this one is roped deep, back to the wall. It is out of here. Spencer Smith took that one to the moon, and Newport cuts the lead to 3.
Oh, he took that one to the moon. That was a bomb. Almost hit the moon, honestly.
Might
An
have,
absolute
yeah.
sky shot.
That one was headed for the water. And the Gulls have cut the lead to 3.
Yeah, you want to talk about a way to rile your guys up in the dugout. That's a way to do it, even though it's just a solo shot for Smith. What a tear, similar to the ball that he hit just yesterday. 2 home runs in 2 days for Smith, and something to give the Gulls some life.
As another hit here by Ceruto, and that is cut off by Lafreri. That's a single for Ceruto, so back-to-back hits for the Gulls. And they're churning and burning here.
What's the old saying? Hitting's contagious. Well, back-to-back hits. Newport just put up a run. Here they go.
So the Gulls here, time is called as Jack Payton's going to go calm down his pitcher, Jimmy Fahey, and we'll probably see Dean White come out for Danbury.
And we're the 3 best friends that anybody could have. We're the 3 best friends that anyone could have.
So Fahey talks there with Jack Payton. Of course, it's a good sight to have Dean White for Fahey because he was his high school coach at Immaculate High School, which is always good.
And if there's someone that Newport wants at the plate right now, it's Pitaro. Last night, 3 for 4 with a clutch RBI single in the 8th.
CJ Pitaro, first pitch is in the dirt. Payton holds on and holds the runner at first. 1-0. Your Danbury want to keep the 3-1 lead heading into the final third of the game. The 1-0 from Fahey. Grounded, that's going to get through, and hitting is contagious, John. 2 on for Newport on a 2-out RBI single by CJ Pitaro. And here comes Dean White to settle down his pitcher. As here comes Jordan Rogers, but Dean White's going to calm down his pitcher. So we do have life in the Danbury bullpen. We'll try to see who that is.
And
But
Zach, for Rogers, since he joined Newport, he's just been red hot at the plate.
Yeah, he's been hitting the ball really well. A single tonight, a double last night. Was robbed last night on a ground ball. Nearly had a 2 RBI single for the Gulls. Has really done well at the plate, and I think it's someone that you'd want to have up if you're Kevin Winterode. And what an opportunity. You can just feel it, can't you? I mean, this is a Newport team that has the best batting average in the NECBL collectively as a team. And although they're in a new situation tonight, playing from behind by 4, something they haven't had to do at Cardines all season long, they have a golden opportunity to get right back into this game. They've made it a 3-run game, a chance to come even closer.
Josh Brown is warming up in the Danbury bullpen from the University of Houston. But here comes Jimmy Fahey here, 2 outs. Looks back at second, the pitch. In for a strike, and he settled down a little bit as Dean White talked to him. This is probably one of the biggest at-bats of this ball game. Tying run at the plate, bottom of the 6th, 3 on. The pitch just misses. 61 miles per hour from Jimmy Fahey on the breaking ball, which was taken to the moon by Smith earlier. Fahey kicks in. That one's in the dirt, held up by Jack Payton. Did he go? He did not, says Levante Palmer. And it's 2-1. So Fahey looks in here. Wonder if this is his last batter, if anything happens. Either good or bad for the Westerners. The 2-1 from Fahey. Piled up and into the street. 2-2. 2 on, 2 outs. Newport now with 9 hits in the ball game, 1 error aside. 8 hits for Danbury. They lead this one 7-4, but the tying runs out the plate in Jordan Rogers from the University of Michigan. The 2-2 from Fahey. Low in the dirt. Full count. And this could be a huge pitch for Danbury.
Yeah, you want to talk about the biggest at-bat of the ball game, and this is the biggest pitch. I'd say one of the biggest pitches of the Gulls season. Here looking for what would be a massive hit.
The pitch from Fahey. Runners go. Fouled off and to the third base side. So big that all 3 of us are standing now in the press box.
Hey, sometimes you have to do that. It's a high leverage situation for everyone involved. And for Rogers, I mean, what a situation to come into. This is played his first game as a goalie yesterday, and now with a huge opportunity as the game's tying run.
The payoff pitch. Runners go. Misses, and the bases are loaded. And that will bring up Connor Kiley. And here comes Ian Ratchford, and that will probably do it for Jimmy Fahey. Yep, Ratchford's going to come out here, and we'll probably see Josh Brown come in for Danbury. As Ratchford talks, I think he's going to get, he gets the ball, and bases are loaded, and we'll see Josh Brown. We'll tell you about him when we come back here on the NECBL Network.
Sports is proud to be the official batting glove of the New England League. This summer, the NECBL and its 14 organizations join over 200 major leaguers by wearing custom Franklin batting gloves as members of the Franklin family. To design your own custom pair of batting gloves, visit franklinsports.com and join the fam.
The Newport Gulls, raising the bar in summer collegiate baseball, right here on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
Fans, the NECBL's Broadcast Network brings all of the action right to your home every night. Available on your desktop, laptop, mobile device, as well as your Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, or Android TV device. Enjoy single-day passes for just $8. Purchase a weekly subscription for $20, a monthly pass for $40, or an all-season pass for $80. Head to watch.necbl.com for more information and for a full streaming schedule.
Back here, new pitcher for the Danbury Westerners. It's a Las Vegas, Nevada native, right-handed pitcher from the University of Houston. He went to College of Southern Nevada. It is Josh Brown, and we were talking off the air, Zach. Josh Brown went to the College of Southern Nevada. He is the greatest pitcher to ever play there, as he had a single-season opponent batting average of .115, 115 in 2019, and he had tied the record for the lowest single-season ERA in College Southern Nevada history with a .54 in 2019. He's the greatest pitcher there. Of course, the greatest hitter is Bryce Harper, who went #1 overall to the Nationals from the College of Southern Nevada. So Josh Brown, in his, I believe this is his third appearance for Danbury, has been very good for the Westies thus far this season. We'll get his stats right here as he steps in here against Connor Kiley. In bases loaded situation. Misses inside. This is the leading run at the plate is Kiley. Josh Brown, third appearance of the season. 4 innings with 4 strikeouts, no earned runs. He's given up 3 hits, all in that game against Vineyard last Thursday. That one's cut on and missed. 1-1. So he's been one of Danbury's more dependable arms out of the bullpen.
Well, what a huge situation here. It doesn't get bigger than this. Bases loaded, up 3 runs, game on the line.
Pitch to Kiley. Fouled off to the third base line. The count goes 1-2. So 1-2 count here to Kiley. Big pitch from Josh Brown. Bases loaded. Steps and fires. Hit deep by Kiley. Diving catch by Mezzavito. Did he get it? Yes, he did. Mezzavito! That might be the biggest play of the season thus far. And the Westerners take a 3-1 lead into the 7th. We'll be back here on the NECBL Network.
Of the New England League. This summer, the NECBL and its 14 organizations join over 200 major leaguers by wearing custom Franklin batting gloves as members of the Franklin family. To design your own custom pair of batting gloves, visit franklinsports.com and join the fam.
The Newport Gulls, raising the bar in summer collegiate baseball, right here on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
Fans, the NECBL's Broadcast Network brings all of the action right to your home every night. Available on your desktop, laptop, mobile device, as well as your Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, or Android TV device. Enjoy single-day passes for just $8. Purchase a weekly subscription for $20, a monthly pass for $40, or an all-season pass for $80. Head to watch.necbl.com for more information and for a full streaming schedule.
This is Newport Gulls Baseball on your home for the Gulls, the NECBL Broadcast Network. The Newport Gulls, 6-time champions of the NECBL. Follow the whole season right here on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
After the jaw-dropping catch by Danbury left fielder Matt Zaffino, the Westerners are back up, and taking it over for the final 3 innings of the game is the voice of the Newport Gulls, Zach Ludson.
Well, thank you, Christian. What a game we've had, and who knows what is left in store the rest of the way. 3 more frames for Newport to try to claw their way back. 7-4 Danbury on top as we go to the 7th.
Can we just talk about that catch for a moment?
Oh, my goodness.
Game on the line and you do that? Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
And yeah, you talk about it. You make a gamble, and if that call gets by him, that's probably 3 runs, and we're probably tied right now. Sometimes you just got to tip your cap, and for Zaffino, undisputably the play of the game as we stand right now. Now, still a little baseball to be played, but as of right now, a very impressive play.
And as I said off the air during the commercial break, that happened on Saturday. As the first pitch here from Cherry. That happened on Saturday. Justin Jordan comes in, makes a diving catch on Skylar Messenger of Bristol, and if he did not make that catch, that game would be tied in the 8th inning.
Second pitch to Griffith. He shoots high in the air, and Smith will backpedal way out there, and center makes the catch for the first down.
And if Newport's going to lose on a play like that tonight, you said it best, Zach. All you got to do is tip your cap.
It's unbelievable. We're talking a little about it in a way reminiscent of if you're from New England and you're a Boston Red Sox fan, the catch that Andrew Benintendi made in the 2018 American League Championship Series against the Houston Astros with the bases loaded and a diving catch in left field. First pitch, a fastball to Zach Sellinger that he hits high in the air down the first base line and foul out of the reach of Parilla.
Headed to the houses over there.
Yeah, Game 4 back in 2018, and I believe that's the only time in Joe Castiglione's legendary career as a broadcaster that he has ever fallen over in his chair based on a catch.
See, I'm not a Red Sox fan, so I'm not really 100% sure of the play, but I do know it probably, but that reminds me a lot of that, and a little bit of the Enrique Chavez catch with the Mets. I know the Mets lost, and it was a jumping catch, but it reminds me of that because that saved a lot of runs.
Oh, one is hit back out of play.
And he actually worked with our former hitting coach, Richie Benez, in the Mets organization. He was our hitting coach from 15 to 18, and Richie now works with the Mets down in the DSL with Enrique Chavez.
Here comes the 0-2 from Cherry. Fastball, shot in the air again, nearly an identical play. Now Smith goes over to his left, and he makes the catch. Couple of pop-ups to the shortstop, Smith, and 2 down in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, 2 P6s so far on the scorecard. And John Anderson, who has been the best hitter for Danbury tonight, is the reason why they're ahead in this ball game.
The Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket, who's really put his stamp on this game in his short Danbury Westerner career, has done it all. Single and a double tonight and a home run yesterday.
Just needs one more thing.
For a 2-game cycle, right?
Yeah.
That pitch from Cherry catches the zone.
And I think it's good motivation for him that his family's here, too. His family came in from Newport as he just moved into Danbury last week, him and Hank Thomas. Good motivation for John.
Nice curveball. Did he go around? No, he did not.
Also, it's great to see that Justin Cherry seems to have gotten back into his groove tonight. After a really rough first inning out here, he went 1-2-3 last inning and looking to do the same right now.
1-2, swing and a miss for strike number 3. Justin Cherry, strikeout number 6. Taking care of business in the top of the 7th. Time to stretch here at Newport. 9 more opportunities for the Gulls, down by 3 as we head to the home half of the 7th right here on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
Here we go. Let's hear it.
applies. Enjoy single-day passes for just $8. Purchase a weekly subscription for $20, a monthly pass for $40, or an all-season pass for $80. Head to watch.necbl.com for more information and for a full streaming schedule. The 2021 New England League All-Star Game will be hosted by the Newport Gulls at historic Cardines Field on Sunday, July 18th. Join the NECBL's best as they take to the diamond in front of scouts from every MLB organization at Cardines Field in Newport, Rhode Island. Visit asg21.necbl.com for more information.
Bottom of the 7th at Cardines Field. First pitch to Sam Cochran, a strike. 7-4. And what's been a fantastic first game between these two Southern Division rivals. There's a breaking ball into Cochran in there for a strike. It's quickly 0-2. Cochran looking to reach for the first time tonight, and boy, Newport could really use that. It's Danbury by 3 in the bottom of the 7th. He hits this one high in the air, deep into left field. The center fielder, Harding, making his way over and makes the catch. Had to cover a lot of ground on a ball that held up, but did so, and there's one away.
Good start for Josh Brown. You know, he is doing a good job getting out of that jam. Of course, Zavino helped him out there. But Josh Brown looks really good for the Westerners.
Well, that's the play of the game right now. With the bases loaded, Zavino, a diving catch, keeps Danbury up by 3. Here's Newport's two-hitter Dawson Brigman, 1 for 3 tonight. Looks at a first pitch too low.
And another play that will likely get overshadowed is the double play that happened right before Smith's solo home run, and that really helped Danbury in that inning.
5-4-3.
Here's the pitch, and Brigman hits it down the line. That's a base hit. Extra bases for Brigman, who's racing into second base, and he has a stand-up double. Well, this Newport offense just does not stop. Brigman's second hit of the night, and the Gulls with a runner in scoring position.
And I'm just getting the sense right now that there's a lot more baseball left. Neither team's going to go out without a fight tonight. This is going to be one excellent game by the end.
Second straight night here at Cardines Field that we have had a sensational ball game. Newport came out on top 7-5 last night against Bristol, and they are looking for their 5th straight win tonight, trailing by 3. As Guerrera hits this one right on the ground to LaRusso, gives a look over to second, goes over to first in time, and there's 2 away.
Yeah, if I'm Guerrera, I'd take my time in there and maybe wait in a couple other pitches, see what Brown is giving me, instead of just attacking the first one, because now you give it right to LaRusso and keep the runner at second instead of possibly bringing him home or even to third.
Have to agree with you, Christian. Really a little overly aggressive there. Didn't have to do that.
2 down. Here's Cal Perillo. First pitch drops in on a curveball for strike 1.
You never see many like D3 kids come in to play here for Newport, but Cal Perillo has done a really good job for the Gulls, and he has been one of the pleasant surprises for Kevin Winterode's squad.
Swings and misses at a pitch outside there. 9 hits for Perillo on the young year, including a double down the left field line tonight for the Gulls.
Has a home run this year and 6 RBIs coming into tonight.
That home run came in the same inning that he hit a double, a 9-run frame against the Mystic Schooners. And he was far and away player of the night. And that began Newport's 4-game winning streak. 0-2. Breaking pitch, and he stays alive.
Barely stays alive in that one. That one went off him, and he just hangs on there and keeps it going. And Josh Brown just trying to get this over with and head to the 8th inning with another 3-run lead. Danbury's had one of those earlier this year as well.
No balls and 2 strikes. Gulls looking for a rally. Down 3. There's a fastball. Gets the outside part of the plate. Strike 3. So Brown, after dealing the double to Brigman, works out of trouble. 7-4 Danbury over Newport as we head to the 8th right here on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
The NECBL's broadcast network brings all of the action right to your home every night. Available on your desktop, laptop, mobile device, as well as your Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, or Android TV device. Enjoy single-day passes for just $8. Purchase a weekly subscription for $20, a monthly pass for $40, or an all-season pass for $80. Head to watch.necbl.com for more information and for a full streaming schedule. The 2021 New England League All-Star Game will be hosted by the Newport Gulls at historic Cardines Field on Sunday, July 18th. Join the NECBL's best as they take to the diamond in front of scouts from every MLB organization at Cardines Field in Newport, Rhode Island. Visit asg21.necbl.com for more information. You, our loyal fans, will be selecting 2 players to this year's All-Star Game. Beginning on Monday, July 12th, fans will be able to vote for the final All-Star for each of the North and South Division teams. The player from each division with the most votes will be named to the NECBL All-Star Team and suit up with the rest of the All-Stars on Sunday, July 18th in Newport. Fan voting will take place online at vote21.necbl.com beginning on Monday, July 12th.
3, 4, and 5 hitters for the Danbury Westerners. As we go to the top of the 8th, Justin Cherry still the man out on the mound for the Gulls, and he delivers a first pitch strike. Comes into Nick LaRusso, the third baseman for the Westerners.
This is a very dangerous 3-4-5 part of Danbury's lineup. Ooh.
Fouls this one hard off of the protective gear of Ceruto. Making sure he's all right.
He's a tough kid. He's a Jersey kid. He's tough. Jersey kids are always tough.
LaRusso a walk in the 3rd inning. Had a big sacrifice fly in the 4th and also reached on that pivotal play in the 5th on an E1. And he drives this one deep into right field. Cochran making his way over. He dives and it gets down. LaRusso makes the turn for second base and will head in there easily. A leadoff double for the Danbury Westerners from Nick LaRusso and some life for Danbury to start in the 8th.
That's a nicely hit ball. Would have been out in other ballparks, Danbury included, but that one, Cochran tried to make the sliding catch on there, could not. Was able to get up quickly and get it to second base in time, and LaRusso is able to get out upstanding with a double, and that brings up Cam Masterman.
Masterman, 4 plate appearances tonight, 1 at bat, 3 walks, and a double for the Louisville first baseman. Has reached every single time he has come up to the dish at Cardines Field tonight.
Ooh.
First pitch a little high and tight.
Cherry had a good 5th and 6th inning, or rather 6th and 7th inning, correction. And he struggled in the 5th when he came in, but had a good 6th and 7th, and now struggling early here in the 8th.
Trying to work out some more trouble. And this one is lined. What a catch by Pitaro at 3rd. C.J. Pitaro with a catch on a line. Probably saved a run, and there's one away.
That's 2 nights in a row that Danbury's had a hard hit ball to 3rd. Anderson last night, and then right there, it was Anderson last night, and then right there Cam Masterman to Pitaro, and he just scooped it out.
Newport just dodged a bullet right there. If the Gulls are going to win this game, Cherry needs to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here in the 8th.
First pitch to Jack Payton is out of the zone, 1-0.
Yeah, Payton tonight for the Westerners has a single with an RBI, a walk, but 2 strikeouts. But a very good game defensively for Payton.
Looks at a fastball too low. RBI single that came in the 1st inning. Put Danbury on the board first, way back in the 1st inning. Almost feels like a different ball game with the amount of turns we've had tonight. It's 7-4 Westerners. Looking for a little more breathing room against the most dangerous offense in the league. And looks at a pitch. Down low, he's ahead 3-0.
I do wonder who Danbury brings in, as Josh Brown was headed back to the bullpen, so that will indicate his night is done. So we'll get a look at who is in the bullpen for Danbury. Who might be coming in the 9th for Newport if Cherry does not come back as well.
3-0. Catches the plate. And Cherry has a strike. It's 3-1.
Just got to calm down if you're Justin Cherry. Got to come in here and throw some more strikes. Keep the lead to 3 so your team can be in striking distance still.
The pitch. Too far inside, and another walk earned by these Danbury hitters tonight. Walk number 10 on the evening, and 2 runners on for the Westerners in the 8th.
I mean, that's better than the 21 strikeouts last night.
I'm sure you'll take it.
Yeah, I think if you're the Danbury Westerners coaching staff, you will take the 10 walks, getting on base more, and 9 hits. And you've reached on base 10 times with an error as well. So 20 times you've gotten on base tonight if you're the Westerners. Very good stat.
Connor Harding, the man at the plate, scored around a bunt and took it back. Did he go? He did not, so it's ball number 1. Well, the positive for Newport, first base was open, and now you do have a double play opportunity to try to get out of this jam. Of course, that's exactly what Danbury did 2 innings ago as Cherry steps off the mound. Otherwise, who knows what type of ball game we'd have right now.
If Zaffino didn't make that catch, this game would be completely different. That's a great effort by Matt Zaffino to make that catch.
This pitch comes in for a strike to Harding. It's 1-1.
And I was talking with someone who used to coach a bunch of these Westerners, and he was saying how that is a catch that saves the game for Danbury. That was Josh Perro, who was our last manager. He said that catch saves the game for Danbury.
1-1 is a high chopper in the infield. Fielded by Brigman. Steps on the bag onto first. He got him. What a play turn by the Gulls infield by Brigman over to Perillo in time. And Newport out of trouble. A couple of fine defensive plays in the top of the 8th inning. And we will keep it right here on the NECBL Broadcast Network. Before we go to the bottom of the 8th, I'll toss it over to my broadcast partner, the Newport Gulls field reporter, John Perrick, to give us one final look around the NECBL.
Well, thank you, Zach. So let's take a look at the Bristol Blues and the Valley Blue Sox, where Valley now has a 9-0 lead. That game is heading to the bottom of the 8th. And then for the Ocean State Waves, well, they trail the Mystic Schooners by a score of 7-6, and that is a final right now. Game just ending moments ago. It ended on a Mystic Schooners walk-off in 10 innings.
How about that?
And then Upper Valley right now has a 3-0 lead, and actually that, too, is a final, only lasting 7 innings, with that being a doubleheader.
They played earlier today.
And for the Muskrats, they trail the Keene Swamp Bats 5-2. That's almost over in the top of the 9th. And the North Shore Navigators right now have a 5-4 lead. That's heading to the bottom of the 8th.
A lot of tight baseball around the NECBL. Look no further than what we got right in front of us here at Cardines Field. 7-4 with Newport. 2 more opportunities in the 8th and in the 9th. And for Danbury, out on the mound, they will send a new arm. Christian, it's Coleman Picard on the mound.
Coleman Picard, Auburn, Massachusetts native, was a freshman this year at the University of Hartford for the Hawks. And this is his 4th appearance for the Westerners. Had a save back on June 11th in the win at Ocean State. He has 2 appearances against the Waves this year. Has given up only, I believe it's 3 runs, 3.00 ERA in 3 innings pitched. So he has been very good for Danbury and Ian Ratchford early in the season. He had 1 earned run. And coming into today, 4 strikeouts, has a save, and he has been very good for Ratchford. And with the University of Hartford this year for Picard, he had a very interesting season for the Hawks. 8 appearances, 1-3, 11.68 ERA, 11 strikeouts, however, in his freshman season for Hartford.
Comes into a pretty big spot here. Newport looking to keep their 4-game winning streak alive. They're looking for a 5th consecutive victory. That'll be the first time Newport did that since July the 14th to the 20th of 2017. Right now they need 3 runs to knock this game up with 2 more innings to work with. Here's Spencer Smith for the Gulls. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 for Newport in the bottom of the 8th. And Smith, of course, has been fantastic. Home runs in each of the last 2 games tonight and the last night. First pitch from Picard. Hard fastball, but too high.
Yeah, Picard has been one of the high leverage, high usage pitchers for Danbury early in this season.
Here comes another fastball. Nearly gets the foot of wood and skips to the backstop.
He's been one of the more reliable guys out of Ian Ratchford's bullpen early in this season. I think you like to have him in this situation, especially since he didn't do it much in college, but he did a lot in high school. at Auburn Regional in outside Worcester.
Smith ahead 2-0. And there's a pitch. 2 upstairs and 2 in. And 3 ball and no strike count to Spencer Smith, the Northeastern Husky. 5 hits so far on the season. And that pitch too far out. Spencer Smith, a 4-pitch walk to start. Potentially a Gulls rally here in the bottom of the 8th.
Not a good start there for Coleman Picard. Jack Payton's going to calm him down, tell him just bring it down, try to control a little bit, and see what you can do with a runner on with Peter Ceruto coming up.
Just the 3rd walk tonight for Newport. 1 belonging to Rogers, the other one belonging to Guerrera. Smith is aboard for the 2nd time tonight. Here's Peter Ceruto. He helped Newport get that rally going together just 2 innings ago. And he drives the first pitch he sees deep into right field, but foul over the house.
Better call Newport Glass for that one.
I think you're right.
There you go.
Right on cue. Ceruto, the catcher out of Rutgers, looking to come through for a team that he is a veteran on. 0-1 pitch. Fastball hit down the third base line, past the backhand of the third baseman LaRusso. It's a base hit for Peter Ceruto as Smith holds up at second base, and Newport will bring the potential tying run to the plate.
Yeah, that one was ripped, a hard hit ball. LaRusso could not hang on to that one. I thought he had a chance at it. He's a good fielding third baseman, but he could not.
Even if he comes up with that baseball running into foul territory, would have almost had to go Manny Machado style to fire it over to first base. Instead, a base runner for Newport. 2, in fact, here to start off the 8th inning. With nobody out, it's CJ Pitaro, the hitter for the Gulls. Looks at the first pitch he sees. Out of the zone, 1-0. 3 hits a night ago. A single in his last at-bat for Newport. I think they love one of those right now. 1-0. Another pitch low. And struggling to find the zone a little bit. So the first couple batters faced has Picard. A 4-pitch walk to Smith. And 2 balls dealt quickly to Pitaro. 2-0 pitch. Fastball lined into left field. Going to drop for a base hit. Smith gets the stop sign at third. And here we go. Bases full of Gulls for the 2nd time in 3 innings.
Again, this team just does not fight. The Danbury's going to win this game. They're going to have to do everything they possibly can because Newport's coming at them 110 miles per hour, and they're just not giving up.
Here comes Dean White, pitching coach for the Westerners. He will try to calm down Coleman Picard. Wonder if there is anyone in the Danbury bullpen once again. I think you just need to get over the plate. You struggled hitting the plate, and when you did hit the plate with your pitch,
dead red.
Right.
Guys that were all over
line out. Yep.
So almost identical in a lot of ways to what we saw in the 6th inning. Of course, not with no outs, but you had Smith hit the home run, and then Ceruto and Pitaro hit back-to-back doubles. Here we are on the 8th, and what happens? Smith reaches base, and Ceruto and Pitaro hit back-to-back singles, Back-to-back singles, and it has loaded the bases for Newport. Tying run is on base. Go-ahead run is at the plate. A man who has hit the ball hard in his first couple of games with the Newport Gulls, Jordan Rogers, Newport's center fielder.
We did see that Noah Jensen just starting warming up for the Westerners out in the bullpen. And he is a high leverage pitcher as well for Danbury out of Elon.
Bases full, no outs, the first pitch. Fastball driven deep in the right field. The right fielder, Lifrieri, going back to the wall and bounces off the wall. Rogers, a long single as Pitaro hustles to third. He is in there. 2-run score for the Gulls, and it's a 1-run game.
Rogers is just red hot right now for Newport. Again, yesterday he was robbed on a ball up the middle with the bases loaded. He's just been hitting the ball hard even when he makes outs, and there, a clutch double.
Winterrod wants to see if that went over, and it did not. So it will remain a 1-run game, and if you're Danbury, that's the last thing you want to have happen is either a home run. That is close.
It's clearly a double, but high.
It's off the Smith sign.
Right.
Or rather a single.
Right, a very long single. There. Yeah, you are correct. A long single for Jordan Rogers. Tying run stands 90 feet away for Newport. And the man that came up in a dramatic situation just 2 innings ago. First pitch to Kindly. Beautiful breaking ball gets the zone.
They don't like that.
You're right, he was robbed an inning ago, or rather 2 innings ago, but can he come here and clutch up for Newport?
4 batters have came to the plate this inning. All have reached. The pitch. Breaking
Nice
ball,
pitch.
swung on and missed.
Oh, that's an excellent pitch there.
Pulled the string on Kylie, did Picard, and he's ahead 0-2.
Coleman knows how important this at-bat is.
Made Kylie look silly there.
No balls and 2 strikes. Pitaro on third, Rogers on first, with Newport down 1.
Ooh, try to get him chased there.
Drops in too low. This time, Kylie thinks better of it. It's 1-2.
Went right back to it there. Don't blame him.
Well, before that, line out on the diving catch, a single in the second and a strikeout in the 5th. 1 for 3 day for Kylie. Looks at the 1-2 away. Oh boy, the nerves must be pumping for Picard on the mound, for Kylie at the plate.
I think you should look in the broadcast booth too.
They wouldn't be wrong, Christian. 2-2 as the runner goes. Breaking pitch hit just foul.
Masterman had it too, and I would be interested to see if he would gone home if it was fair. See what the runner at third would do.
Well, Rogers picked a great pitch to run
Pitaro.
on a slow breaking ball that came to the plate that was hit foul. So we do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 0 outs. With 2 on, here it comes. Fastball got him swinging. What a pitch from Picard, and a big first down for Danbury.
Huge strikeout.
And right now you can just feel the intensity in the ballpark tonight. Great crowd, great atmosphere, and a great ball game. What more can you ask of Zach, right?
Oh, man. A lot of pressure on the top part of this Newport order. 6th batter of the inning, the leadoff man, Sam Cochran.
This is now who you want up with 2 runners on as well for Danbury.
And boy, is he do. 0 for 4 today. A huge opportunity with 1 out. As the runner goes, he lines this one into right field for a base hit. Pitaro comes in to score, and we are tied. It goes all the way near the wall. Rogers gets the wave home, the throw in, and he is safe as the runner is tagged out at second base.
That gives the Gulls the lead.
The run scores, Newport's got the lead, and boy, this team just doesn't go down quietly. The fight in the Gulls is unbelievable.
That's a huge hit by Cochran. You said it. He was due for something, and that one was roped.
Again, to quote Winterode, he told me, this team competes till the end, and that is emblematic of tonight's performance.
What a rally by these Gulls. A 2 RBI single from Sam Cochran puts Newport in front. Brigman looks at a first pitch, breaking ball for a strike.
Just a nightmare for Danbury in this inning.
But Danbury, they still need to keep their composure because something about this game has extra innings written all over it.
And Danbury's only seen this new extra inning rule once in its franchise history since 2019. That was against the Newport Gulls.
No surprise there.
1-1. Brigman looks at a pitch outside. 2 for 4 today is the second baseman. Single in the first, double in the second. For Newport, who's now on top. Looking for a 5th straight win, and have worked some magic here in the 8th. Shoots the 2-1 out of play, and that's now 2-2. Two-two. Break-in pitch hit on the ground to the third baseman, LaRusso, over to first in time, and the inning is over. What an inning for Newport. 4 runs across and 3 outs away from win number 7, from a 5th straight win. Hopefully Newport can finish this one off. On the other side, you're listening to Newport Gulls Baseball on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
CBL's broadcast network brings all of the action right to your home every night. Available on your desktop, laptop, mobile device, as well as your Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, or Android TV device. Enjoy single-day passes for just $8. Purchase a weekly subscription for $20, a monthly pass for $40, or an all-season pass for $80. Head to Watch.necbl.com for more information and for a full streaming schedule. The 2021 New England League All-Star Game will be hosted by the Newport Gulls at historic Cardines Field on Sunday, July 18th. Join the NECBL's best as they take to the diamond in front of scouts from every MLB organization at Cardines Field in Newport, Rhode Island. Visit asg21.necbl.com for more information. You, our loyal fans, will be selecting 2 players to this year's All-Star Game. Beginning on Monday, July 12th, fans will be able to vote for the final All-Star for each of the North and South Division teams. The player from each division with the most votes will be named to the NECBL All-Star Team and suit up with the rest of the All-Stars on Sunday, July 18th in Newport. Fan voting will take place online at vote21.necbl.com beginning on Monday, July 12th.
This is Newport Gulls Baseball on your home for the Gulls, the NECBL Broadcast Network.
What a game here on Wednesday. The Gulls are now 3 outs away from a 5th straight victory, their first 5-game winning streak in 4 years. Thanks so much for joining us on the NECBL Broadcast Network. Zach Letson, Christian Gardecki, John Perrick with you. Here as Newport looks to close it out, and Danbury, one last chance, 7, 8, and 9 to try to tie or take the lead here in the 9th.
Yeah, and you look at the lineup here, Will Frary has been very good his first couple games. The Westerners, Banks Griffith has a couple hits in this season, in this game. But Massavino struggled, but you're going to want your big bat who saved a couple runs back in the 6th inning to hopefully keep it going for the Westerners against Bo Broody, new pitcher hitting for Newport.
The pitcher on the bump, as you said, Christian, Bo Broody. 2nd appearance on the season. He pitched 2 innings for Newport on Saturday against Ocean State and got the save for Newport in that thrilling win. First pitch to Zaffino is outside.
Had 4 strikeouts, but has 2 walks, but gave up 3 earned in those 2 innings pitched for Broody in Ocean State.
Here comes the 1-0. It's a bit outside. Well, he came in a crucial situation with the winning run at the plate on Saturday against the Waves. And now probably comes into just as tight, if not tighter, of a situation with the game on the line. Newport by a run in the 9th. This pitch is down low, and he's behind 3-0 to Zaffino.
And I just want to say, no matter how this game ends, plain and simple, it's going to go down as one of the best games of the year. We've seen an absolute thriller tonight at Cardines.
A seesaw battle back and forth between these rivals. 3-0. Fastball skips in the dirt, and the tying run is on base for Danbury.
That's a big at-bat by Matt Zaffino, who has really struggled tonight, and there he goes, gets on base. And here comes Dylan LaFrary, who has been very good for Danbury, has a hit, but has got on base as well and scored a couple runs for the Westerners.
And last inning, we saw the inning start with a leadoff walk, and as the saying goes, nothing good comes out of a leadoff walk. Let's see if the Newport Gulls can get a double play and make that saying false. That's the hope for the Gulls fans tonight.
Well, he turned a huge double play an inning ago as LaFleury squaring around to bunt with the tying run on first. And he bunts it foul.
You could hear the Danbury bullpen try to get in the head of Broody as well. And I'm not sure if I'm a fan of it because the bullpens and dugouts are right next to each other. But they're trying to get ahead of Bo Broody by saying ball 5, which that was not ball 5. That was a strike because LaFleury tried to get a bunt in. And they did this in Ocean State, and they won. But we'll see what happens here tonight.
Well, the Westerners playing for 1 run right now, trying to get the tying run in scoring position as LaFleury scores around a bunt again. Doesn't get it down on a pitch high, and it's 1-1.
Nice job to hold back by Dylan. This is some big-time baseball here. It might be early in the season. Both teams, Danbury down towards the bottom of the standings, Newport's at first, but this has playoff atmosphere written all over it. And these are 2 rivals who don't like playing against each other.
Big lead off first for Zaffino. Scoring around a bunt again, and he misses his spot, and it's 2-1.
Rudy wants a new ball, which I thought he was asking if that was not a ball, but he wants a new ball.
Well, first of his 6-7 pitches have been balls to start.
Except for the one that LaFrere fouled off to start this at bat.
Scoring around again. And he can't get it down on a strike on the outside part.
Now you're going to have to swing out. You can't have anything go foul if you're bunting. That's a strike 3, obviously. So you have to swing out if you're Dylan LaFrere. And it's not a bad choice, but you like to get that runner over in Safino. You don't want to have an out here, obviously, if you're the Westerners.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball chopped to Spencer Smith. Looks over to second. Now he bobbles the baseball and everybody's safe.
That's going to be an error on Smith. E6 on Spencer Smith. And that gets 2 runners on for Danbury with Banks Griffith up, who can definitely bunt over some guys. And then you have to top your order. Selinger and Anderson coming up.
Well, you'd have to think he was thinking, can I turn a double play? And maybe he was thinking
100%.
a little too ahead. And
100%.
now a major opportunity is born for the Westerners.
I think he was trying to go second, and that's why he bobbled it, because he was too focused on trying to get it second quickly. And if you're Bo Brady, you just have to calm down here. You see the infield's telling him, we got your back here now. That won't happen again. Just throw some strikes. If there's a bunt, we'll get the out. We'll try to go for 2. But if you're Danbury, you want to get the runners over, especially with the top of the order coming up. Second error of the night on the goals. First one was on the pitcher, Cherry, and now it's on Spencer Smith.
Well, the corners are playing in for Newport. Here's the 9-hitter, Banks Griffith, and he squares around to bunt. First pitch is a breaker, and it misses.
Just going back to that Smith play in baseball, you can't think ahead. But again, Newport Gulls, they've been preaching this all season long. It's all about resilience. Can the Gulls be resilient here and still get the job done?
Yeah, infield's in. Smart decision. You know Danbury's going to bunt it here.
1-0. Fastball too low. 2 balls and no strikes to the 9-hitter Griffith.
Fans are not loving this at all. And there is some life in the Newport bullpen. We'll get a name for that. It looks to be number 33 for Newport. That's Peter Sakarellis from Virginia Tech.
2-0. Fastball. There's a strike for Broody on the outside part of the plate. A big strike, and it's 2-1.
I don't know if I'm a fan of possibly bunting here because of the first baseman being in so far in Perillo.
Maybe looking for a potential play at third, depending on where the bunt goes. But Perillo playing in on the grass.
Griffith likes the pull, so I could see that.
Broody set. Here's the 2-1. Fastball.
Beautiful.
Gets the bunt down. It's a good one. Fielded by Broody. Barehand on to first, and he got him.
Gutsy.
Great play by Bo Broody. And what was far from a sure out at first base. Barehanded the baseball and fired it over to first. And there's the first out for the Gulls. A big bunt worked successfully by the Danbury Westerners. Now has the tying run 90 feet and the go-ahead run in scoring position.
That's a closer play than we think there. That was a close play, but nice bunt by Griffith right to third base, as you said, Zach and John. And now here comes, I think we're getting a pitching change here. Yep, pitching change. Kevin Winter, we're getting a pitching change.
And now the game, it's going to come down to situational hitting. Can Danbury situationally perform here, get the run in, at least tie this game and extend it to 1 more inning?
I'll have the thrilling finish for you on the other side as the Gulls head to the bullpen here on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
To be the official batting glove of the New England League. This summer, the NECBL and its 14 organizations join over 200 major leaguers by wearing custom Franklin batting gloves as members of the Franklin family. To design your own custom pair of batting gloves, visit franklinsports.com and join the fam.
The Newport Gulls, raising the bar in summer collegiate baseball, right here on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
Fans, the NECBL's Broadcast Network brings all of the action right to your home every night. Available on your desktop, laptop, mobile device, as well as your Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, or Android TV device. Enjoy single-day passes for just $8. Purchase a weekly subscription for $20, a monthly pass for $40, or an all-season pass for $80. Head to watch.necbl.com for more information and for a full streaming schedule.
The game of the year so far here for these Newport Gulls. 8-7, hanging on by the slimmest of margins, but Danbury runners on second and third. And because of that, Kevin Winterroad heading to the bullpen, bringing out the man who has shut the door 24 hours ago for Newport, Peter Sakalaris, the sidewinder from Virginia Tech, has been fantastic for the Gulls this season. 7 innings pitched across 3 games, 6 strikeouts to 2 walks with a 2.57 ERA. It will not be easy. The top part of this Danbury lineup will have their chance. We talk about, heard John Barrick say a little while ago, if Danbury's going to earn this, get this win, they're going to have to earn it. If Newport's going to finish this off, they will have to earn it.
Yeah, this is first 2.5 weeks of the season. This has been a very, very good game.
You know, sometimes you just don't want a baseball game to end. I really don't want this game to end, and I don't want a team to lose. Both teams have put themselves in positions to win tonight, but let's see who's going to come out on top.
First pitch, a home run swing. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
And don't forget, there are ties in the NECBL.
Never know what can happen.
Never seen one in Westerners history.
Tying run on third base, go-ahead run on second. 0-1, here's the pitch. Driven high in the air, shallow in foul territory. Perillo looks to be underneath it, and he dropped the ball. He dropped the ball.
He dropped it. And Zafino was tagging, but Perillo dropped it. That is a long and weird strike number 2, and Perillo, you can see him smiling there. It's like, I'll get that next time. That's tough play.
Well, I mean, just we were talking about it with Smith. He's probably looking to home to see who's tagging, and instead dropped the baseball.
Zafino's got good speed, too. I mean, Zafino has good speed. Leferi has decent speed. Selinger here has great speed, and this is a big pitch here.
0-2. Sakalaris ahead, looking for one more strike for the second out. Pitch too far outside, and it's 1-2.
Try to frame it there with Ceruto once again. He tries to do that a lot.
One and two to Selinger. 1 hit on the game so far. Tonight has scored twice. This pitch is outside, and the count is even at 2. Couple pitches to waste for Sakalaris on the bump. Ahead 0-2. Now it's 2-2 with 1 out in the 9th. Newport looking for 2 more outs. Here it comes. Too far outside, a third straight ball. And a full count.
Looking at Sakalaris' stats here early, he has 2 walks on the year, being in the loss against Mystic on the 10th, and then opening night against Valley.
3 balls and 2 strikes with a tying run at third. The pitch. Chop foul will do it again.
I think Zafino was going to run on that too. Big pitch here. Tying run on third, leading run at second. 3-2, 1 out.
He walked in the first and singled in the 4th. Looking to get on base for the 3rd time tonight for Danbury.
Fly ball could help too.
The pitch. Driven high in the air into left field. This should be deep enough. As underneath it is Kylie. The runner tagging home. The throw will not go home. And we are all tied up at Cardines Field, 8-8.
Right on cue. Great job there by Zach Selinger. And that's going to be a sac fly F7. And we are tied up again. And runner stays at second and Leferi. So Danbury can still, with John Anderson, who's been a great bat for them, Danbury can still take the lead on a hit possibly by John Anderson.
Just outstanding situational hitting there. Not trying to do too much. Again, the runner on second, yes, it's the go-ahead run, but it means nothing if you don't first get the guy on third end. And a pop fly to left field, couldn't ask for anything more.
It's the 2-hitter Anderson coming in a huge spot. First pitch is outside.
We got some ACC on ACC action here. Anderson versus Sakalaris. I can't say it. Sakalaris.
If there's a time to be aggressive at the plate, it's right now. Game tied, why not? Get aggressive.
1-0 is outside.
He's got that kind of sidearm, underarm release. We've seen a couple guys this year do it. One guy in, I think it was Ocean State. He's missing the plate here.
Behind 2-0 to the second baseman, Anderson. The pitch. There's a strike on the outside part of the plate, and it's now 2-1. 2 hits tonight for Anderson, a single in the fourth, a double in the fifth when he came around to score. Danbury's biggest inning of the game, a 4-run fifth.
Oh,
big swing and a miss.
Anderson was trying to go yard on that one, I think.
A home run swing. Instead, a second strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Runner on second.
The pitch.
Oh.
He just stays alive.
LaRusso had to duck that one again, even though it's not near him. But I think John Anderson, I was talking to Bobby Rodriguez, like, they don't want to hit for home runs. They want to get on base, hit it down, get it to a gap possibly. And this is a big situation here, and a good situation hitter in Anderson.
2-2. He's driven high in the air, deep into left field. Kiley going back near the wall. This ball is...
It's out of here.
Gone.
It's out of here.
It's gone. A home run for John Anderson. His second in 2 games as a Danbury Westerner.
His family is going crazy here.
And Danbury jumps on top here in the ninth. A 3 spot for the Westerners has given them a 10-8 lead.
Welcome to Danbury, John Anderson.
Danbury's bullpen right now is broken out into a state of delirium.
Oh, I have no words. This has been a great baseball game, John. You've been saying it. And Zach, we were talking. This has to be the best game of the year so far. And I don't think anything's going to come to it near the end of the year. This is going to be a season-changing win for Danbury. Things will turn around after this. If it happens, we're not done yet.
Oh, my word.
The batter is Nick LaRusso. Ahead, rather count even at 1-1. What a job by these Westerners. Have hit situationally extremely well all night. None better than in the top of the ninth. As LaRusso chops this softly, tough play for Pizarro. Will throw it over to first, not nearly in time.
Keep it going for Danbury. Base hit for Nick LaRusso. This has just been an incredible baseball game, in and out for both teams. If Newport won, still an incredible game. If Danbury wins, either team wins, it's still an incredible baseball game, if you guys agree with me.
Well, this game has been turned on its head. 4 runs by Newport in the bottom of the 8th. How about 3 by Danbury in this top of the 9th?
And we're still not done.
First pitch to Masterman. Jumping catch from Spencer Smith at shortstop. And finally, the top of the 9th comes to a close. Newport looking for a rally down to their last 3 outs here on Wednesday night. We'll have it for you on the other side here on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
Is proud to be the official batting glove of the New England League. This summer, the NECBL and its 14 organizations join over 200 major leaguers by wearing custom Franklin batting gloves as members of the Franklin family. To design your own custom pair of batting gloves, visit franklinsports.com and join the fam. Fans, the NECBL's broadcast network brings all of the action right to your home every night. Available on your desktop, laptop, mobile device, as well as your Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, or Android TV device. Enjoy single-day passes for just $8. Purchase a weekly subscription for $20, a monthly pass for $40, or an all-season pass for $80. Head to watch.necbl.com for more information and for a full streaming schedule. Zephyr is the official on-field cap of the NECBL. Also known as the Z-Hats, Zephyr is the authentic college hat with a loyal following of those who only wear the Z. Zephyr makes hats for over 800 colleges and channels that same energy and creativity into building custom hats of all types for pro sports teams, clothing brands, and companies everywhere. Make sure you pick up your Newport Gulls official on-field. Whether you're an island resident or just visiting, the fastest way to get to the Cape and Islands is by taking the New England League's preferred partner, the Steamship Authority Ferry. Visit steamshipauthority.com for more information.
One last chance for the Newport Gulls here in front of their home crowd. 3, 4, and 5 hitters for the Gulls, and a pitching change on the mound. Christian, it's Noah Jensen.
Yeah, Noah Jensen, the Elon Phoenix from Bethel, Connecticut, former Bethel High School Wildcat, but also played at Millbrook School. Played 1 year there, was supposed to play 2, but COVID happened. So he came in this year. Elon played 4 games this year for the Phoenix, three innings, 1 strikeout, 3.0 ERA. This season, this could be his 3rd appearance for the Westerners. And he had a save in the game in Ocean State had a save in the game against Bristol, I believe. We'll try and get the stats, but internet is kind of fallen to us. But he's been very good for Danbury. He had 3 strikeouts in the Martha's Vineyard game last Thursday. He struck out the side, so he is a big-time pitcher.
First pitch to Guerrera is too far in. Justin Guerrera, Cal Perillo, and Spencer Smith, the 3 guaranteed to come up.
So we get the stats for Noah Jensen. He got the save against Bristol and Vineyard, struck out the side.
1-0, fastball, there's a strike, 1-1.
And in 4 batters faced against Bristol, 1 strikeout, did not give up a hit, did not give up a walk. He was very good for the Westerners so far this season.
1-1, too far out, 2-1 to Guerrera. What a game. 4 runs by Newport gave them an 8-7 lead in the 8th, and Danbury took the lead right back.
This has been an incredible ball game.
Guerrera shoots this pitch high in the air into right field. It'll stay shallow. Second baseman Anderson, who just hit the home run, makes the catch, and there's 1 away.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he lost it in the lights. He was tracking back during it and finally got it, and I think we might have a pinch hitter here.
It's Bryce Hewlett for Newport, the Pittsburgh first baseman. He started against Bristol twice and was on the bench tonight in favor of Perillo, and now gets his opportunity.
Yeah, this could be a big situation for him, for Hewlett and the the Newport Gulls. That's who we play tomorrow. But yeah, this is going to be a big situation here.
First pitch to Hewlett is too high. Well, if you're Newport, you need at least 1 base runner first. Down by 2. Newport, at this time an inning ago, was down 3 and came back. They need another route. As Hewlett swings and drives the ball a mile to right, absolutely crushed. See you later.
Over the net. He cleared it.
Oh my goodness, a no-doubter for Bryce Hewlett off the bench, and Newport is within 1.
A few years ago, they put that net in, so the balls want to hit those houses. Well, you know what? Why don't we just clear the net? Let's give them a wake-up call out in right field.
This game has everything. I mean, Newport, you said this, Sean, earlier, Newport will not go down quietly. They're going to keep battling until the last out.
This team.
No quit.
There's no quit in this Newport team. And here comes Spencer Smith.
Here's Smith. He has a home run tonight and also had a home run last night for Newport. The Gulls are within 1, 10-9. Beautiful first pitch breaker, drops in for a strike.
If you look up the word compete in the dictionary, you're going to find a picture of a Newport Gull. I'll tell you that.
0-1 to Smith. Drives this one through the gap. It gets through for a base hit. Spencer Smith, a huge clutch single, and Newport with a tying run on base.
And Masterman tried to get there, could not.
We've seen it a lot. Hitting's contagious. Here we go. Oh my goodness. I'm going to need some heart pills before this one's over.
I think we all do. Here comes Dean White. He's got to calm down Noah Jensen.
I'm just speechless right now.
The drama never ends.
It doesn't.
It really never ends. That is Newport's 16th hit tonight. But they need 1 more run. They're still a run short from at least forcing this game to go to extras. Now, the go-ahead run, the winning run, is at the plate right now with Peter Cerruto. What an opportunity for the goal leader, the goal veteran. And he has been great for Newport in his last 2 at-bats, a pair of singles. He scored for Newport in the 8th, amazingly just an inning ago.
Feels like hours ago from this point.
An eternity ago. Runner on first is Smith. The winning run potentially at the plate with Cerruto with 1 away. First pitch. Tried checking his swing and couldn't hold up. It's 0-1.
Good start for Jensen. I think Dean White just told him, calm down. We're still in this game. Double play can end it possibly.
2 strikeouts and 2 singles for Cerruto tonight.
Good patience. Looks at a curveball. It's 1-1.
And we've seen a big double play already in this game. Wouldn't it be a surprise here?
No.
Infield playing double play depth.
1-1. Fastball. What an eye from Ceruto. Able to lay off, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah,
Danbury
that's a
bullpen's
tough
into
take.
it. Danbury bullpen is into it right now. You can see them down the third base line. They are into it.
I don't know how anyone in this ballpark couldn't be into it.
Right.
2-1. Looks at a pitch. This time it gets the zone, the outside part, and it's 2-2.
Big pitch here from Noah Jensen.
A lot of these right near the edge. Lost 2 specifically. One just missed, one just caught the zone. 10-9, Westerners on top of the goals. One last opportunity for Newport with their veteran at the plate right now, Peter Ceruto. 2-2 is lined into right field. It gets down for a base hit. Newport is alive and well in the 9th inning with 2 runners on.
Great hit by Ceruto.
I don't want this baseball game to end. An absolute thriller tonight here at Cardines. And I don't even know how this game's going to end.
Oh my goodness. Does anybody? I think you're a fool if you're trying to predict. Well, another man. It's unbelievable. Almost the 3rd time that we've seen the exact same situation.
Oh my goodness.
Ceruto with 3 straight singles. Pitaro has 2 straight. Following each of Ceruto's last 2 with 1 of his own. Right now a single could potentially bring us even at 10. Smith, the tying run at second base. First pitch. Hit high in the air, going to go foul. Well, the winning run is at first in Peter Ceruto, the catcher. For Pitaro, a ground out, a strikeout, and those 2 singles coming in the 6th and in the 8th. 17 hits for the Gulls tonight. 1 more run is needed to keep this game going. 0-1. Breaking pitch just catches the zone. And a good job to get out ahead, 0-2 of Pitaro.
This is the big pitch for Noah Jensen here, possibly.
Too far outside.
Just missed it.
Good eye from Pitaro. 5 hits in the last 2 games. Been a hit machine for Newport. He'd love another one right now.
3 for 4 last night. Had the big RBI single to get a huge insurance run. And route to victory, 7-5 to extend the win streak. That was last night here at Cardines.
1-2.
Try to get him to chase there.
2-2 with 1 out.
Great plate discipline there.
3 straight hits from Newport. A pinch hit home run from Bryce Hewlett and back-to-back singles. And now Jensen steps off the bump.
And Zach, can Pitaro lead the Gulls back?
Did it last time.
Here's the 2-2.
Oh, just misses.
What a take. What a take.
What a take is right. Oh, my goodness.
I think that's all you can say. Oh, my.
Oh, my.
And that's the only thing that's in my mind right now.
Hard to find the right words.
I'm thinking more about heart pills right now. That's a necessity at this point in the game.
I need some Tylenol. Game's giving me a headache.
The payoff pitch. Fastball driven hard but foul.
Oh, man. He crushed that one.
The atmosphere here in Cardines Field, it's electric right now.
They're loving it here. This place is always great.
I don't think anyone wants to go home.
No.
Everybody on the edge of their seat.
Even we are up here in the box.
Smith on second, the tying run. Ceruto on first, the winning run. CJ Pitaro looking to come through for the Gulls. The payoff pitch. Curveball driven into right field on a line, right to the right fielder. LeFerry makes the catch.
Great throw, too.
Second out, and makes a throw, and Smith unable to tag up.
That's a great out, and I thought that one was ripped to the wall. You can hear the crack of that. And another chance here for Newport. It's going to be Rogers, who has been really, really good for the Gulls. This is now who you want up for your Danbury.
Well, amazingly enough, it's been the bottom part of the order that has come up in the three most important spots of the game. In the 6th inning with the bases loaded, in the 8th inning with the bases loaded, and with the game on the line. Newport down to their last life in the bottom of the 9th inning. Here's Jordan Rogers. He has reached 3 times tonight. 2 singles and a walk. And he needs a base hit right now to try to keep the Gulls alive and keep this winning streak going.
And it was Rogers last inning who gave Newport the lead. Can Rogers tie it up or even give Newport the win right here?
First pitch. Looks at a pitch, just catches the outside part.
Good pitch from Noah. Just misses on, just gets it on the corner. Painting him beautifully.
The Michigan Wolverine in his 2nd game as a Gull, looking to come through. 0-1. Fastball, big swing and a miss. And Newport is down to their last strike.
That's a huge strike by Jensen. I won't be shocked if he tries to get him to chase here.
He's got a pitch or 2 to waste. No balls and 2 strikes to the 8-hitter Newport center fielder, Jordan Rogers. Tying run on 2nd, winning run on 1st. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch, chopped softly, right back to the pitcher. Jensen throws over to 1st in time, and that is your ball game. What a game at Cardines Field. It's the Danbury Westerners that win an absolute thriller by a score of 10-9. We'll break it all down for you on the Gulls post-game show. Don't go anywhere right here on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
Raising the bar in summer collegiate baseball, right here on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
Fans, the NECBL's Broadcast Network brings all of the action right to your home every night. Available on your desktop, laptop, mobile device, as well as your Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, or Android TV device. Enjoy single-day passes for just $8. Purchase a weekly subscription for $20, a monthly pass for $40, or an all-season pass for $80. Head to watch.necbl.com for more information and for a full streaming schedule. The 2021 New England League All-Star Game will be hosted by the Newport Gulls at historic Cardines Field on Sunday, July 18th. Join the NECBL's best as they take to the diamond in front of scouts from every MLB organization at Cardines Field in Newport, Rhode Island. Visit asg21.necbl.com for more information. You, our loyal fans, will be selecting 2 players to this year's All-Star Game. Beginning on Monday, July 12th, fans will be able to vote for the final All-Star for each of the North and South Division teams. The player from each division with the most votes will be named to the NECBL All-Star Team and suit up with the rest of the All-Stars on Sunday, July 18th in Newport. Fan voting will take place online at vote21.necbl.com beginning on Monday, July 12th.
Back here at Cardines Field, a heartbreaker for Newport. Tonight, they lose to the Danbury Westerners by a score of 10-9. Welcome to the Newport Gulls post-game show here on the NECBL Broadcast Network. Zach Letson, Christian Gardecki, and John Perrick along with you to break down what was an unbelievable baseball game. I think that is the only way you can describe it.
I haven't seen a game like this in a long time for the Danbury Westerners, and I've been around this team for almost 10 years, and I think this is going to change their season around. I mean, they're 4-5 now. This will change their season. I think it's going to change the momentum. You know, tough night for a couple pitchers. Picard struggled, but Jensen came in and shut the door, and a big win for the Westies.
Well, the win for Danbury snaps Newport's 4-game winning streak. They fall to 6-2. Still a great start for Newport to start out the year. Let's break it down for you. Danbury struck first in the top of the first inning on an RBI single from Jack Payton. Newport answered right back in the bottom of that inning with a 2-run home run from Justin Guerrera, and that really a microcosm of what the rest of the night would hold. Danbury, a big 4-run fifth inning, gave them the lead, 7-3. Then the biggest play for Danbury later in the middle part of that game came on the defensive side.
Yeah, Matt Zaffino just diving in to make a catch, saving possibly 3 runs, maybe 2. And at that point, we didn't know if that was going to be the only big play of the game going in, but that was huge for the Westerners, gave them a big life of confidence throughout the game.
So that kept it a 3-run ball game, and that's where we went into the bottom of the 8th inning. But these goals, as they've done all year long, able to rally. Newport scored 4 runs, highlighted by a Sam Cochran 2 RBI single. And John, really, even though the goals on the wrong side tonight of an unbelievable game really showed their no-quit mentality.
Well, yeah, I think Newport came out just as much as winners as the Westerners did tonight. Even though in the win column it's not a W, Newport just competed till the end. And that's all the coaching staff really can ask for. Again, I've mentioned this multiple times throughout the broadcast, but I spoke with Newport Gulls manager Kevin Winterode, and he just said all he cares about is for his team to compete, as they did tonight. And for the Newport Gulls coaching staff, they have to be happy with that gutsy performance that they got. Newport was, even all the way to the final pitch, they were not willing to go out without a fight.
9 runs for Newport, 17 hits. That a season high for the Gulls, but they just fall short tonight after Newport, with that huge 4-run inning in the 8th, gave them a 1-run lead. Danbury stormed right back, highlighted by a John Anderson 2-run shot in the top of the 9th inning with the game tied. That gave Danbury a 10-8 lead, and they held on in the 9th. They got very interesting in the 9th inning, but able to hold on and lock down a massive win.
Yeah, huge. Noah Jensen came in, gave up a run, but with 1 out, came in with a huge situation and really shut it down for the Westerners. That was a big moment for Noah Jensen, who has been one of the big workhorses out of the Danbury bullpen, a guy who grew up going to Westerners games, and I don't think there's anyone more excited at that moment than Noah Jensen.
So Jensen picks up the victory for Danbury.
Actually, Coleman Picard.
Picard, you're right. Picard picks up the victory, pitching in the 8th inning for Newport. Sacaleras with the loss after giving up the 2-run home run in the top of the 9th. A heartbreaker for Newport. They'll be right back at it tomorrow against the Ocean State Waves. That'll do it for our portion of the post-game show for myself and Christian Gardecki. Christian, thanks so much for coming out here. We'll let you get back. I know you got a long bus ride
3 hours,
on the way back, but you can enjoy it a little more with the game and the win on your side.
Yeah, great to be with you guys. A lot of fun. We'll see you guys next week when you guys come down to Danbury.
Absolutely. So that'll do it for our portion. I'll now toss it over to the Newport Gulls field reporter, John Perrick, to take us through.
Well, thank you so much, Zach. Again, the final tonight here in Newport, the City by the Sea. The Gulls 10 and falling, or rather the Gulls 9, the Danbury Westerners 10. An absolute heartbreaker. But in the end, there's a winner and there's a loser. And tonight it happened to be the Newport Gulls. But as I just said, the Gulls really came out just as much of a winner as the Westerners did. Competing till the end, just absolutely showing fight. And that's really all the coaching staff can ask for. Because in the end, Newport found themselves down entering the 8th inning by 3 runs, came back, actually took the lead, put up a 4 spot in the 8th, and then after giving up the lead in the 9th, what seemed to be just so heartbreaking, the Gulls come right back. They hit a solo home run, get 2 men on, bring the scoring, or rather the tying run into scoring position. Although they failed to execute, still an outstanding performance by Newport. And now moving ahead, the Gulls will be at Ocean State tomorrow. They look to get back in the win column, but still, this is Newport's 2nd loss so far this year. Both have been very contested games. And that's the thing about Newport. If you're going to lose games, lose it with a fight. And I really love this Newport Gulls team. I think that they've got a great chance at going deep. And we haven't seen so much fight this early on in the season in a while out of a Newport Gulls team. Rarely do you see a group of guys like the Gulls this year with so much chemistry and just willing to go all the way till the end. And just give the team all they can ask for. Give the management all they can ask for. And Kevin Winterode, he's talked about it a lot. In the end, just compete. And I was talking to Ted Regan the other day, and I asked him, what does it mean to you to see all of these guys trying to go pro ultimately in baseball. And he said, well, it's one of the great parts about coaching, just being able to be around these guys, push them night in and night out. And he also gave me this. He said, if you're going to be pro, you need to be prepared. That's the P in pro, prepared. You have to be resilient. That's the O. Rather, that's the R, excuse me. And then the O, you've got to take ownership. Tonight we saw a lot of resilience. I was talking to Regan, and it was really resilience that he's been preaching all season long. He just wants Newport to be resilient. And tonight, when they went down 7-3, and then they cut it on a home run by Smith, and they made it 7-4. But entering the eighth, it seemed like the lights were out at Cardines. But the Newport Gulls were resilient. They came back. They kept on fighting. They ultimately took the lead, as I talked about. But that resilience that they showed throughout the game, that's going to carry on going forward into the season. And if the Newport Gulls are going to have any chance at making a run this year, it's resilience that will lead them there till the end. And now let's take a look at some out-of-town scores right now. Well, it's a final over in Mystic, where the Mystic Schooners walked off tonight against the Ocean State Waves. Final there, 7-6. And for North Adams, well, North Adams fell 3-0 to Upper Valley in what was a low-scoring affair. One of the few low-scoring affairs that we really saw. And the Keene Swamp Bats in the win column tonight, defeating the Muskrats by a final of 5-2. And for the North Shore Navigators, one of the new NECBL teams, they are in the win column 7-4 over the Sanford Mainers. And with that, we're going to send it down to field level. We've got Zach Letzen on hand.
Newport Falls 10-9 tonight to the Danbury Westerners here at Cardines Field. That will do it for us here from the City by the Sea. We'd like to thank the broadcaster for the Danbury Westerners, Christian Gardecki, my broadcast partner, Gulls field reporter, John Perrick, everyone that made tonight's broadcast possible from behind the scenes, our producer, Tom Lima, in the studio. Newport will be right back at it tomorrow on the road, right back at Old Mountain Field, a 6:30 start against the Ocean State Waves. You can catch our next home broadcast against the Valley Blue Sox, a 6:35 start on Monday, June 21st. So that does it for us. Newport, for the final score for the final time, they fall by a score of 10-9. We'll see you on Monday.